Hey everybody, and welcome to a medicinal wild ride with Steveo. I say medicinal because, man, are we full of questions and concerns about our health. And what a treat it was to be able to sit down with Dr. Drew, a practicing physician, and just run through all of our fears, our hypochondrias, our curiosities, and honestly, our goals and ambitions to be healthy and optimize our life. You know, being 50 years old now, it's really important to me, and so we were just really excited. Dr. Drew might as well have just come out and said, "Man, you guys are going soft." You know, he might have called us words for being like wimpy and sissies. And it's just pretty funny where he's like, "Yo, you got to mellow out." But hey, man, that's how we are, dude. We're very scared and sensitive people. So this one's a lot of fun. It's Dr. Drew. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, people of the universe, I bring to you Dr. Drew.
People of the universe, welcome.
Yeah, dude.
I'm so excited. Good to be with you guys again.
Good to see you.
A little's happened since we were last together.
Right.
The world came apart, COVID, all kinds of crazy shit.
Right.
Yeah, how long ago was that?
We were just saying that the first podcast we ever recorded in a parked van was with Dr. Drew, and it was a van that I was renting to test out if it was going to work.
Yeah, was that episode 2?
It came out as, I think it was episode 3.
Episode 3.
Yeah.
It wasn't good enough to be episode 1.
I don't
Tony
remember
Hawk
the
was
rationale.
one.
Tony Hawk was one.
Oh, yeah. You guys did something, I think, from the roof of the van or something. Didn't you, or something?
We're always doing
yeah,
something.
so yeah, so I think that's why you got number 1.
So we've got so much to get into.
Okay, I'm ready.
I don't expect you to know of the UFC fighting legend Donald Cowboy Cerrone.
No.
He is famously on steroids.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not getting this right. Testosterone replacement therapy.
Yeah.
Is that steroids?
It is a form, testosterone is a steroid. Steroid is just a backbone molecule of which all the anabolic and androgenic steroids are built. Like cortisol is a steroid, right? But cortisol breaks down muscle. We're talking about things that build up muscle that are a steroid. And testosterone is built on a steroid, yes.
Okay.
So,
But there's testosterone replacement, right? Which is restoring what is absent from normal production, like thyroid replacement if you have thyroid disease. But if you're taking a whole shit ton of testosterone, you were not on testosterone replacement. You were on steroids.
Okay. Got it. Now, we spoke to you not long after your prostate cancer.
Yep.
You said that you were not allowed to.
Correct.
To
But
take
I would love to
testosterone.
take it. I would really love to take it. In fact, I brought it up again with my oncologist, and he's like, you don't need it. I'm like, okay. Well, I feel like I need it.
but you said after 5-year remission, you can look into doing it.
No. What I said was, well, who knows if because I've been so preoccupied with wanting to do it. Who knows what I actually said? But what would be more accurate was to say that when I sat down with my surgeon in 12 years ago, I said, in 5 years, you're going to put me on testosterone. I said, I'm going to get through this, and then at least I'm going to look forward to that. And when 5 years came around, I'm like, oh, shit, I don't think I should do this. And then I had a recurrence. Actually, since I last seen you, I had to have radiation therapy. So it would have been a terrible idea for me to go on testosterone. And so radiation took care of it. So,
Within 24 hours of speaking with this UFC fighter, Donald Cerrone, he linked me up with the company that supplies him with his testosterone. The company's called Transcend.
okay.
And they're like across the board, it's all about health optimization.
Yeah, listen, like I told you, I'm a huge fan of testosterone for women. Not enough of it is used. They do.
Wow,
hell yes, they do great with it. Changed my wife's life.
Wow.
And they ovaries produce progesterone, estrogen, and testosterone, and it gets left out all the time. In fact, not only is it extremely important for women's sort of well-being and their same thing as a man, same stuff. It's much lower levels than male, but it still has the same kind of effect on vitality and libido and whatnot. And there's some evidence that if you're going to be on hormone replacement like estrogen, adding testosterone might reduce the risk of breast cancer.
Okay,
And
wow.
and by the way, several studies just came out showing that estrogen replacement does not increase breast cancer risk, even by itself, even with progesterone.
Does testosterone make girls horny?
Yes.
Just like it does a man?
Yes.
So testosterone is the reason why.
It can. So women, like I always say, men, we're a hamster on a wheel, right? We are all the same. Women, flight deck of a 747, and each plane is different.
Yeah.
and so it certainly pertains to hormone therapies too. It's like some women, you put them on testosterone and all they experience is irritability and aggression. Okay. And so you can see that, right?
I had a buddy.
I don't know.
I had a buddy in high school that would like only date the girls with hairy arms because he's like, dude, they got so much hormones. They're so horny, dude. I'm like, does that even make sense?
It is an interesting sort of correlation, but hirsutism is not necessarily a testosterone latent phenomenon.
Do men with large feet have large penises?
There is some association between hand and penis.
Is it
feet.
like the thumb to the?
To some extent, yes, some extent.
That's the true thing.
I mean, you're asking me. You're making me take literal. It has an association. There is a thing there. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We're
there's
asking
a
to
direct
prove
correlation.
Where are we building to here?
Yeah,
What are we going?
TikTok memes.
If we're
like
gonna
we're
wipe
asking
out
you to-
their whip out their penises, and
Right.
we're gonna.
So with the this
Testosterone.
company Transcend, they
Yeah.
sent a phlebotomist out to
To
take my
test you.
blood.
Yeah.
The phlebotomist somehow didn't take enough blood from me for my testosterone levels to be checked. Like
Okay.
you got to take for the testosterone.
We have to get total and free testosterone, and free testosterone is really what's important. Like in my case, for some reason, I have a shit ton of sex hormone binding globulin. It's like 4 times normal for some reason. Must be some supplement I'm taking or something, and so all my testosterone is bound. It's a lot of it's bound to the protein.
Okay.
It's not available for use. So, but my free is normal. So anyway, you need your free levels.
So I don't know my testosterone levels,
Right.
but based on the rest of the blood panel, which they did test, I got all kinds of peptides.
You're going to get peptides.
No, I'm already on
already
peptides.
on 'em.
I'm on peptides like crazy.
Tesamorelin.
Dr. Drew's over here like making faces like peptides aren't a good thing.
Well, it's just like, oy vey, the peptide thing again.
Would it?
I mean, dude, let me tell you, Drew. I've got
tesamorelin.
I've got nasal spray peptides,
Yeah.
which they say is good for cognitive.
Yeah.
I've got droplets that go under my tongue,
Okay.
which they say is good for
Are you shooting it?
immune. I've got love handle ones, 2 injectables, 3 pills,
Yeah.
a nasal spray, and under the tongue drops.
And are they showing you the scientific literature, the evidence basis for what they're
No,
doing?
what they're doing
No,
is they're-
okay, you jump right in. No, but
Yeah, they're looking at your markers and saying, "Oh, this is low. You have high inflammation. We suggest you take this thyroid thing
what does inflammation mean?
in the body." I
You're
don't
going to
know.
have to define inflammation. That is a term that we throw around so casually that we don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Interesting.
What are they talking about?
Isn't it
High
something
inflammation
that's-
markers.
What are they talking about?
I don't know.
I just need to know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
You're talking about cytokines. You're talking about interleukins. You're talking about complements. You're talking about activated monocytes. What are you talking about? What are we even talking about? And where are they having their inflammatory effect? The reality is what we're usually talking about is the lining of arteries. The endothelium isn't functioning normally, or is being affected or being injured by oxidized LDL and various other interactions with inflammatory cells. That's a legitimate thing. If they can show me how they're documenting that, of which I know there's no test, but go ahead, show me.
So Dr. Drew,
Call me skeptical. I'm skeptical of all this stuff. I
Drugs,
just worry. I worry about the supplements I take. We're in a kind of a golden age of this stuff. On one hand, I'm really excited and interested, right? And I'm, I would never take it from you. I'm not unhappy you're doing it. But I get skeptical because you really have to show me the evidence for what we're doing, and we could be doing harm. We just don't know. There's no really good long-term studies that I know of for any of this stuff. I'm fascinated by it.
How do you feel, Steve?
I feel great. A lot of stuff is happening at the same time.
It's called aging. So that's what that stuff is.
I cut flour and sugar out of my diet for a full 4 months now.
You're not doing resistance training, which I told you to do.
Right.
You got to do that. Sarcopenia is numero uno for longevity. Numero uno.
And
have you read Peter Attia's book, Outlive?
No, but I've been swimming like
wait, slow down.
What's sarcopenia?
Loss of muscle mass. You need to read Peter Attia's book called Outlive.
Okay.
He is the best longevity expert out there.
And that's all about telomeres.
He talks a little about it, but he's really much more. He was a cancer surgeon, a brilliant guy who really just got into the longevity space. And I agree with him 1,000% on this one issue, which is there's one thing associated with longevity, and that is maintaining your muscle mass, both in terms of the organ system of muscles and in terms of reducing fall risk and other things. So you have to do resistance training to get it. Swimming is great, and better you do any exercise that you'll do than no exercise. Okay,
right.
So I don't want to take it away from you, but you really got to do resistance training to keep
That's like T-bands, like
pick up weights and lift them.
Dr. Drew is a big fan of lifting weights, and I feel him. I'm on that. But let's also talk about stretching, right? That's hugely important. And what about your feet? You know that like a lot of people's back problems stem from problems in the arch of their feet, and a lot of doctors will suggest standing on tennis balls as a way to stretch your feet. Well, my boy Sean Hale, who's a professional skateboarder, has come up with a solution in his company called Avos Therapy. Avos, it's special slides like sandals with inserts that go where the arch of your feet are, and you got different sizes. You wear it for 5 to 15 minutes per day. This stretches out and massages the arch of your feet, and it alleviates back problems, all kinds of like terrible stuff that you can avoid if you use it. And they've got a 25% off offer if you go to avostherapy.com and use the promo code Stevo. That's AVOSTHERAPY.com. Use the promo code Stevo to get 25% off your order. And it's a lot more than just back pain. There's a lot of health benefits in using these Avos slides. I'm so bummed I'm on the bus on tour and I don't have them with me. But you should have them with you. So one last time, go to avostherapy.com, use the promo code Stevo, get 25% off your order. Now let's get back to it.
Oh,
in every muscle group. So
all right. But now I am exercising because we're all competing in a triathlon very shortly.
Is it changing? Is all the peptides and all that stuff affecting your stamina?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you. I mean, what's affecting my stamina is the more I exercise, the more I'm able to exercise.
Yeah.
Like I
but
swim.
you at 50, you should you got to do that. You need to do the special forces thing that I did. Have you been asked to do it yet?
I haven't.
Oh, you'd be perfect for it.
Is that with Jocko?
No, it's they're on to season 3 now. I think they just did season 3. But season 4 must be coming up, which is you go out and train with special forces in extreme environments. Extreme.
Wow.
Look up
Do they
special
pay you
forces.
a bunch of money?
They pay you. Yeah, but you put your life on the line.
And is it like a Navy SEAL boot camp
Yes,
that you do?
yes.
And it's like what a week long?
It is up to 10 days. But very few people make it that long.
No
I
kidding.
certainly did not. And the reason I brought it up is because I was 62 when I did it. It was a couple of years ago. And, oh, man, that was when I became acutely aware of the limitations of age.
Wow.
You should look up Special Forces
We're
Season
having
1.
Problem with the Wi-Fi.
No.
You said that 50 was easy, 60 was easy. And
50 was easy. 60 was okay. I noticed it. 65 was, holy shit, what is happening? What is going on here?
Yeah,
This
I feel
is crazy.
like 50s, especially because I've been making the effort to get in shape.
Yeah,
and
if you
clean up
do
my
that,
diet.
you can really push it back just with diet and exercise. You really can. I like I said, I do think it is a golden age of supplements. There's a lot of things you can do. I encourage people to just do it carefully. That's all.
Right. Okay.
I mean,
now,
to take 12 different peptides makes me nervous.
No, no.
And it's you, dude. It's Steve-O.
Yeah.
Is Ozempic a supplement?
No, it's a medication. There it is. Yeah. I worry about it. I worry like crazy about it. Whenever people have lost the ability to understand that there's a risk reward with every medical intervention. They've just lost it.
Our guy up at the front of the van, Skinny Vinny, is on Ozempic.
Okay, are you diabetic? Yeah, so that's who it's meant for. And
Okay.
it's worth the risk in that case. It's worth the risk. For you or me, not worth the risk.
Is it true people getting Ozempic jaw? Have you seen that meme?
They get
going
Ozempic
around?
face, and they also, I've seen bowel obstructions. I've seen people die from it. I've seen a gastroparesis. I'm not saying shit happens. It's worth the risk if you have metabolically significant weight loss, that you need to attend to,
Yeah,
and especially blood
sugar.
sugar.
I've been on it for a month and I'm down like 17 pounds.
Congratulations, it's good. It works. It works like an MFer.
Yeah, I feel like I just needed that extra push because I lost a shit ton of weight and I got to a certain spot.
Yeah.
And granted, like I was messing up here and there, but
Yeah.
I was just at a spot.
Where's your microphone, dog?
It wasn't. It was getting feedback.
Yeah, it was horrible.
So what? We're not hearing
He's
you.
going to yell across the room.
Got my mic.
He can share my mic.
Nah. All right. Well, Vinny's a great guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? All right.
And then this widespread use, you're going to start to see real problems.
Well, right. I mean, what I understand the major problem, let alone the fact that when people stop taking Ozempic, they just put on all the weight right back on. And more.
That's correct that has been suggested to be an issue, but it's time for us really to get serious about diet and exercise, as a country. And
it's been time.
It's been time for quite a while. But if you can if you have a significant amount of weight to lose, let's use the Ozempic. I'm fine with that, and then let's focus on the real stuff.
I saw some news that there were concerns that Ozempic was going to be like the next opioid crisis. I clicked on it because, like, what are they talking about? What they were saying is that when you mix eating disorders with Ozempic, it's like it's so different. No, but if you've got let's say hypothetically a young girl who's got anorexia,
yeah,
she's trying to not eat,
yeah, you would not give her Ozempic.
Yeah, then she takes Ozempic. That's super bad, and that we're gonna have
how is she going to
widespread-
get it?
Well, that's the thing, is that the bar for getting the prescription is just getting lower and lower.
Yeah. Well, if a medical professional gives it, then there's going to be consequences for that professional.
Okay.
So.
All right. Let me ask a different one. What are the causes for frequent urination? Because
male?
Yeah, you saw I just peed.
Yeah.
I already have to pee again. Like,
A
what's
million
going on
things.
with
A
me?
million ththings. It can be carbonated beverages. It can be prostate issues of various types.
I went to a urologist and just say, hey, what's going on?
Yep.
And he determined that my prostate was fine. It was not
Okay.
my
Did he
prostate.
talk about spastic bladder at all? Spasticity?
I don't know about that.
Did you have long periods of time? I think about all the stunts you've done over the years where you had to hold your pee for long periods of time.
No, but you know what does concern me is I saw something about ketamine having an effect on the bladder, and I wonder, do I have? Because it was right about when I got sober that I started noticing, man, I'm going to the bathroom like.
I'm not aware of what the issue is with ketamine. We'd have to look it up.
Yeah, the video I watched on that was from Vice, I believe, and it was called Ketamine, Peeing Blood.
So there's some sort of inflammation in the bladder, but you could have interstitial cystitis or something like that. Did he want to go up there and look, the urologist?
Did he put his finger up my butt? To
No.
check that?
Did he want to send a scope up your penis?
Oh God, no.
Fuck that.
Did he do any kind of emptying studies?
Well, he sent me home with what was it, like a bottle, like
But they didn't
I'd write down every time I peed for the next so many days.
Which you didn't do.
I did.
Okay.
I did, and it just like anything, like once I started actually looking at it, that was like the 48-hour period
Where it was fine.
the least
well,
alarming.
it can be sort of a what we call supertentorial thing. It can
For
be
sure, because I'll be peeing like every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm performing a show on stage
Yeah.
for that hour, 0 hours.
magically.
And until I had the multimedia component on the road with me, and then it's every video break I'm running to go pee.
So spastic bladder, it could be just some irritation down there. You're masturbating too much. Do you have it?
No, I've largely saved my my
Your
sexual
seed.
energy for my relationship.
Good, excellent.
Are you peeing throughout the night a lot?
I definitely keep a pee bottle by my bed.
How many times you wake up?
At about every 3 hours.
And what's the feeling?
The feeling is that,
it urgency?
that I've been like, wow, how annoying. I've been holding this for quite a while. Like,
Is it like pain, like in the bladder
not
area?
pain, but it's just like annoying.
Or is it urgency, like I gotta go? That urgency feeling.
It's just annoying that I've been holding it. Like, okay,
Annoying that I've been holding
well,
it.
like
What an incredibly
you know,
interesting way to.
It's like you wake
It's
up
not-
and you're
it's
like,
not-
God, I gotta go pee.
it's not pain, and like ostensibly I could hold it for longer, but it's annoying, and you know, like now it's interfering with my sleep. Like let me
Well,
get up and pee into my pee bottle.
Does it wake you up?
Yes.
So the discomfort, whatever that is, wakes you
Yeah.
up. All right. So the kinds of things they do is they do an ultrasound of your bladder, make sure it empties all the way and how it's emptying.
Okay.
And then they kind of go up there and look at the tissue of the bladder, make sure it's okay.
How gnarly is it getting the camera up your wiener?
These days it's not that bad
Okay.
because the scope is tiny.
You never had like a dipstick when they check you for an STD?
I don't think they've ever put. I don't think anything's ever
They
been.
numb it all up too. They put a bunch
Oh.
of stuff down there that numbs everything up.
Like, how do they put stuff down there to numb it?
They have a squeeze bottle that pushes it through.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Okay.
It's not something I look forward to, but it's not as bad as it sounds. Yeah.
I mean, it would be worth it if there's.
I had one when I was a kid because I had weird leaking stuff, and it was a rigid tube, a rigid steel tube. That was terrible.
Wow.
That was horrible.
And then, like, what you're talking about, it's they put a dry Q-tip down there, right?
They checked me for gonorrhea like in the early 2000s, and she had to go in and out.
You know, now, God damn it, the
You
STD.
just pee into.
Yeah, you just pee, but you're gonna be able to do it at home. And not only that, did you know that if you take a single dose of doxycycline after sex, you reduce the risk of anything by like 98%?
Of anything?
Oh, of any
Wow.
that kind of stuff. Of
What's
bacterial.
doxycycline?
Tetracycline. It's we use to treat gonorrhea and syphilis and stuff, but it also can be used post-coitally and commonly used to prevent malaria. Blah 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 blah. But look at it for for doxycycline. Look at that. Within 72 hours, it has shown to reduce syphilis, chlamydia infections by 70%, and gonorrhea by 50%.
Where was this in my 20s?
I've even seen higher. I want to distribute. I think patients need to have access to stuff like this. It's so easy. This reminds me of back in the days on Loveline when I was just trying to teach them what a condom was and what they should be doing. Now I'm like, you should have this. You should have access to this stuff. It's so simple.
It's like a antibiotic?
It's just a basic. It's tetracycline. Just a basic antibiotic.
But isn't it bad to take antibiotics
It's
so
a single
much?
dose. Yeah, yes, I would not welcome antibiotics all the time, nor would I welcome gonorrhea.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a question here. And when I cut sugar and flour out of my diet.
Yes, which I fully, especially in this country, fully endorse.
Yeah. And,
Do you know that most of the yummy foods in this world are owned by the formerly of the tobacco companies?
If anybody knows that tobacco companies own food companies, it's me, because my dad was a big tobacco CEO. I will explain that. And since we're talking about business, let me explain to you how great ShipStation is. If you've built an audience online, then you have the opportunity to sell products to your audience. And there is no simpler way to do that than with ShipStation. You've got one easy-to-use interface which brings together any platform that you might be selling on: Amazon, Etsy, eBay, your own website, as well as all of the different carriers like the United States Post Office or the UPS, FedEx, DHL, all of these different carriers are just integrated into one interface, and they give you the lowest shipping rates like possible, rates that are normally for just Fortune 500 companies. And with that, you get your order in from the internet, and you print out a label, you slap the label on the box, put the product in the box, and it's out the door. And there you have it. It's that simple. And it saves you money. It makes it all so much easier. And you can try it completely for free for 60 days. That's a 2-month free trial if you go to shipstation.com and use the promo code steveo. That's ShipStation, ShipStation.com. ShipStation.com. Use the promo code steveo to sign up for your free 60-day trial. It doesn't get any more risk-free than that. And it's time to make ship happen, man. It's big business. So go to ShipStation.com, use the promo code steveo, and start selling stuff to your online audience. It worked for me very well, and I'm sure it will work for you. Now let's get back to it. Well, yeah, because in the 1980s, when it was determined as fact that cigarettes killed you, then they
started buying food companies.
Yeah, the tobacco companies.
And they took the same guys, same playbook, same lobbyist, same scientist, and brought them over to food.
My dad was
Ted involved with this?
Oh my God,
the charge.
100%. Have you ever heard of the KKR merger?
Yes.
This was the largest corporate takeover in the history of the world, where R.J. Reynolds Tobacco bought Nabisco brands.
Yep.
My dad was a big tobacco CEO for RJR Nabisco. Had an aberrationally good year that year, which was 1983.
Did he? Does he
became the president of Nabisco?
Has he come to the light? The light yet, or does he talk about it as a bad thing? Or
I like to refer to my dad as mass murderer.
How does he see it?
Well, because he like what he remember he was Pepsi.
Yeah.
So see, we're talking about soda, then cigarettes, and then cookies.
Yeah.
He did nothing but kill people.
No, and not
time.
only that, the way they're designing it now is explicitly to addict us and to make us eat more. And it's really, I was talking to a food expert named Kaylee Means, Calley, who has a book. I forget what the name of the book is, MEANS. And he was talking about, he was a lobbyist, a food lobbyist one time. He was just telling me the story. I could not believe it.
Right.
And I was saying, like, how come when I go to France, I can eat bread all day and I don't gain weight? He goes, that's completely, like you said, it's a completely different kind of wheat, completely different preservative, everything's different. Nothing.
Right. So I like everything else. I was with the drugs and alcohol, and then with the sex, and then really with the food.
And then with the sex, and then with the food, and then with the,
right.
You sound like an old Jew.
Right. Right. And then so there's the food, and it's actually this guy's brother, Scott Randolph's brother, Stephen Randolph. I wouldn't be surprised if you know Stephen Randolph.
Name
too.
sounds very familiar.
Is highly active in a food program.
Oh yeah.
And a food program which identifies flour and sugar as drugs we cannot have. And it kind of helps to make it so black and white.
Oh, yeah.
Because with
is it a recovery program?
Yeah.
That's good. Recovery has such utility.
Yeah.
I like how they pulled up pictures of my brother.
So I reach out to him. I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? He's kind of a mentor for my food program. And I tell him about these energy drinks, 0 sugar and like 0 calories.
Taurine is now a problem.
He says all day long. Because there's no sugar.
Did you see the new study?
Well, no. Tell me, how bad is this energy drink?
I can't believe you're drinking as many as you are, and
I'm
that
drinking
brand.
one per day.
This one does not look so bad. There's not a lot in here.
Oh, wow, good.
Could I have some?
But I can't read the. But I can't read. Oh, here we go. I can't read all the small print. Caffeine extract.
So they can get away.
For people who are listening, Dr. Drew is holding a can of my Ghost energy drink.
So here's the problem. Literally today, it's funny we're having this conversation. Taurine has been tagged as a potential cause of colon cancer by reducing the amount of sulfide-producing bacteria in the gut and changing the balance of the gut biome in such a way that it moves it towards inflammation and towards.
What does
What
that
else are we
have
going to talk
taurine in?
about?
Okay, so now
Now we're going to go to nicotine.
okay, well here's what I'm doing.
Anyway, so taurine is on the deck for maybe being targeted as something problematic. So my bet is they'll just take it out of these drinks. So
Okay, this is not nicotine. This is
Okay.
caffeine.
Okay.
It's a special pouch like people use for dipping.
yep,
But it's got it's an energy
I'm
pouch.
going to go enlarge.
Yeah, you can swallow.
Did you really just do that?
you can swallow your spit, but you know you do it like this is my
Well, I'm a
plan.
big caffeine advocate.
Good.
I think caffeine only has benefits from, and I've studied it for a long time.
Wow.
And expecting to find trouble, and I can never find it. I can only find attribution of good things.
Okay.
What's the best form of caffeine? Coffee, or can I inject caffeine?
Well, or would it be, green tea extract? There's all kinds of caffeine. out there.
Boring. No, just kidding.
What have I walked into here?
So
I can't see. I can't read what else is in here.
Okay.
It's too small.
All right. Well, this
me see.
it says nothing artificial.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
lobbyist.
All right. Other natural flavors.
Why do you have to be 18 plus to have it? 'Cause caffeine?
Flavored with natural flavors.
Okay. You can't put the season 1 of Special Forces in yet. We're seeming to have. There you go. There it is.
There
No,
we
go.
put the trailer overview. Oh, here you go. That's it. Take a
All
look.
right.
All right, take a look at us.
Ooh, I can see you doing this, Steve.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
It's Gus. Oh, you would love
You
this.
know Gus, right?
I was.
It's all jackass stuff, but it's done first of all, it was 122 degrees there as we were standing there, and they full camp, full everything. This is a big hit in Britain. Oh, me.
Yeah, I mean, those
Carly.
Brits, they make the best.
Mel B was
TV.
with us.
Wow.
Kenya, Montel Jordan.
Montel Jordan.
Yep, he was great. Nasty was out there.
Mel B.
Yeah,
And it lives on Fox, huh?
yeah.
All right, I could.
Jamie and the Spears literally saved my life. Literally.
Wow.
Mike
Yeah.
Piazza.
Piazza was great. Here he is getting unconscious. Danny was fantastic. Amendola.
All right. I will consider it. So caffeine is good.
Yeah.
Nicotine's not bad for you, right?
It's funny. Tobacco is bad. Nicotine is not bad, right?
Right.
And people get very confused about that. They think nicotine is somehow a bad thing. Now there's a full-scale assault on vaping nicotine right now. Okay. And I have mixed feelings about it. In that vaping, in every study it's done in, is the most effective way to get people off cigarettes. And vaping nicotine clearly is much safer than smoking cigarettes.
Okay.
But addicting 14-year-olds to nicotine, I have problems with. Okay?
Is there any correlation between like Suboxone is better than heroin?
Methadone, Suboxone.
Methadone.
A little bit, except that I would argue that it's a little bit.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of it's if opioids had no effect in and of themselves. You know what I mean? If they didn't trigger nicotine has
Right.
caused dependency, not addiction. You know what I mean? The difference,
Okay.
right? Meaning you have withdrawal if you try to come off it. You want it all the time.
You're not going to rob a liquor store for cigarettes.
Correct. It's not. It doesn't have all that. It doesn't progress. It doesn't have the progressiveness of real addiction, of
Okay.
bona fide addiction, and but anyway, nicotine. It's a great weight loss adjunct. It's good for alertness. It may have some immunity. It's nicotine has got some utility to it, but I worry about it just giving it too broad an
What about
endorsement.
Zyn? Because this Zyn thing
Zyn
is really.
is rough, man. I've tried that, and
You tried it?
I got headaches and wanted to
Really?
throw up and stuff.
Why on earth would you try Zyn?
Because if I remember right, Bert Kreischer had it, wanted me to try it. I think
Really?
something like
Yeah.
that. I think that's right.
Andrew Huberman was talking about it, how it has like a nootropic effect, and it's good
Yeah,
for
nicotine is not a bad molecule. It has beneficial effects, but we don't know in the developing brain. And one thing I know for sure, if you get dependent on nicotine early, you're going to be on replacement your whole life. That's a weird thing about it. If you get done cigarettes early, you're going to be chewing that gum forever.
What's early?
like under 15.
Okay, I started smoking when I was 16. Smoked until I was 33.
And you're done okay off everything?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
bet.
good. Well, you weren't 15.
Yeah,
What's the link? Is there a link between cigarette smoking and pancreatic cancer?
Cigarette smoking?
And vaping in pancreatic cancer?
Vaping, no. Cigarettes, all kinds of cancer.
Because of all the chemicals in it?
In the tobacco, not in the nicotine.
Yeah.
And not just the nicotine itself seems to be, I mean, excuse me, the tobacco itself and the chemicals seem really a problem.
It's especially the chemicals.
Yeah.
I mean, you go back to the playbook.
Well, for
of the big
cancer,
tobacco.
yeah, for the cancer part. But for the lung disease and stuff, it's just the tobacco.
Isn't it true that the playbook of the big tobacco companies is to put so much more stuff in the cigarettes so that actually nicotine is the least of which the cigarette smoker's addicted to?
I don't know that that's true, but they definitely had that vibe. They were going for that. They wanted that for sure. Yeah, it's isn't it weird? I was funny we're talking about this. I woke up this morning thinking about I had an old car that I drove that my dad had since the 50s. And it had a cigarette lighter in it. You know, these little things you'd punch in and you'd pull it out, and it was a little red thing.
That's not even an old thing.
That would go into the 70s, right?
Oh, for sure. It's the 90s.
Yeah.
Really?
90s.
Wow.
I had an 86 Saab, and it had a cigarette thing in
That's
there.
European. The European cars.
Yeah, I mean, I remember.
There it is. That's what it looked like. This is what they look like right here. That's
sure.
I used to have a fake pipe where you smoked pot out of. That was that. And so you just put it in your car in the cigarette holder, then you take it out, screw it.
I'm so proud
but
of
like
you.
the cops wouldn't.
Okay, so how exciting to be able to just sit down with Dr. Drew and ask him questions. Exciting indeed. And you know what else I get excited about? UFC pay-per-view events, baby. And this week we've got UFC 303 headlined by Alex Pereira and Yuri Prohaska. That is a rematch for the ages, and they're the ones stepping in to save the card after Conor McGregor was out due to injury. But this card was going to be epic no matter what anyway. I mean, oh my God. And this episode is thankfully sponsored by the UFC's official sports betting partner, DraftKings Sportsbook. And DraftKings Sportsbook first-time customers, that could be you, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the promo code steveo to get a $5 bet. You place a $5 bet, you instantly get $150 in bonus bets. It's just bonus bets to play with, and all it costs is $5. No matter what happens, you bet $5 on UFC 303, you get $150 in bonus bets. I mean, that sounds pretty damn awesome to me, as does the main card. So, as I promised the UFC and DraftKings Sportsbook, I'm going to give you my picks for the main card of UFC 303. It starts off with arguably a lot of people's most exciting fight of the whole card, of the whole night. Ian Machado Gary versus Michael Venom Page. Man, is Ian Machado Gary a lightning rod for polarizing people, man. Like, he's really, really kind of a heel. And then you got Michael Venom Page, nicest guy you could ever possibly meet. I met him a couple times. Nicest guy ever. Zero question that I'm rooting for Michael Venom Page. And, wow, I'm looking at the odds for the first time. Ooh. Gary's slight favorite. But I'm going Michael Venom Page, baby. Now, then we move on to Moira Bueno Silva against Macy Chasson. Bueno Silva all the way. I think she's very likable, and I think she's going to win handily. Roman Dolidze against Anthony Smith is next. Dude, I feel so bad that I bet against Anthony Smith last time. I picked him to lose. He was a huge underdog last time. He came out with a massive victory. And once again, he's an underdog, but I'm saying he's going to do it again. Let's go Lionheart, Anthony Smith. Then the co-main event, Diego Lopez against Brian Ortega. Both guys, absolutely great dudes. can't even pick against one of these guys. I really like him so much. It's also a close fight. Ooh. I'm saying Ortega pulls it out. And then we got the main event, Alex Pereira and Yuri Prohaska. And it's hard to imagine that Alex Pereira doesn't have Yuri Prohaska's number after the last fight. Tough to go against him, man. But I'm going to go against him. Let's go Yuri Prohaska. All right, everybody. If you're a first-time customer, then download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the promo code steveo. Turn $5 into $150 in bonus bets. Enjoy the fights. I will be watching. I watch them all. I can't wait.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Or in West Virginia, visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.co/MMA for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
And let's get back to it.
Can we ask him?
Scott's got this app where, like, you know, it's basically like challenging him to drink like absurd amounts of water. Like he crosses off like every pint that he drinks all day.
No, you put your body weight, and it tells me I should drink like 108 ounces of water a day with my body weight.
How's that going?
It was. I mean, I quit doing it, but like I felt great. I had energy. After a couple weeks, I stopped peeing so much and just got regular.
What it shows me is that water can be a placebo too.
But so then we were talking about it yesterday about the
because
study.
I saw something that said all that water you're drinking is doing more harm than good.
I don't know about that. I mean, there is such a thing as overhydration where your sodium drops. You know, you actually have so much excess water, your kidney can't keep up with it. And there's another phenomenon called washout. The kidneys concentrate urine through this process called the loop of Henle, where there's a graduated sort of concentration gradient of urea that the water, the urine is going through to sort of help concentrate it. And if you wash out that gradient by constantly giving it too much water, your urine will concentrate that normally. You can kind of really trouble.
But I do not want kidney stones. And isn't that
that's
prevention?
Yes,
is water?
Yes. Have you ever had kidney stones?
No,
anybody in your family have kidney stones?
Oh yeah.
Have you been checked your uric acid levels and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, just I guess my normal blood work.
It's not on your normal blood work. You have to ask for uric acid levels, and that's somewhat associated with it. And I mean, the main thing with the most common form of kidney stones are calcium oxalate stones.
Yeah.
And you want to deal with reducing oxalate. That's the really important thing. And that's chocolate, tea, coffee.
What?
Reduce
Sorry.
coffee?
Yeah, if you want to reduce stones.
So I should have an LFGO instead of a coffee every day.
What's an LFG?
Or that
another
caffeine
one of these
pouch.
things? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, that's better than
things.
coffee. I thought coffee was good for you.
It is good for you, but it does the oxalate if you're a stone former, which we don't even know if you are. You
How
never
do you
had
tell
one.
if you're a stone former?
It's hard to tell. You have stones. That's how.
Yeah, it's
brutal.
I mean, my dad like 2 years ago just got taken away in an ambulance because he was
it's
in so
brutal.
much pain.
It's awful. Yeah, it's terrible.
I understand it to be worse
So
pain.
where's this is the loop of Henle here. This is that thing I was talking about.
Don
The
Henley.
concentration gradient, not loop of Don Henley. That's the glomerulus. There's the proximal tubule and the distal tubule, which don't seem to be on this thing. Okay.
But 108 ounces of water per day doesn't sound like an alarming amount.
Not if you're eating normally, because that also
Eating normally?
Like, what if you're eating a lot?
Hey, hey, wait a minute. Excuse me? Yeah, I wonder if you overeat. No, but like I'll overeat.
I think more about undereating.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's definitely not under
Yeah.
eating.
But the study that you pulled up yesterday said 64 ounces of water a day is too much.
Oh, I didn't know that I pulled anything
It
up.
was Dr. Gerd or some BS.
Dr. Gerd.
You remember pulling that up yesterday, Isaac or Vinny?
It's
It said 64, and I was
overhydration.
like, get
Okay.
out of here.
Okay. 9 to 13. Try to drink no more than 9 to 13 cups. It's a pretty
Yeah, that's
broad
normal.
range.
A cup is 8 ounces.
Yeah, so
80 to 120.
Yeah. To me, 100 sounds okay. I mean, I'm a weird over drinker of water naturally. I try to figure out why it is. I wondered if I had washout or something in my kidneys. I think my mouth gets dry really easily, and so I will, like, when I work out, I drink a lot of water. Like, I can't work out without it.
What about the phenomenon of hydrogen water? The water that bubbles and it creates the double molecule of hydrogen.
Whatever.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen those infomercials?
I've seen all sorts of stuff about basic water and H3O and bar. Yeah, it all seems like
these things. I bought one.
Of course,
Oh God.
Get him so proud. $80.
Okay.
I'm sure it doesn't hurt.
Okay.
You got to be familiar with the Whoop band.
No.
You're not?
Tell me about that.
Yeah, you're a prolific podcaster.
Yeah, tell me.
I mean, it's a fitness tracking device.
So I wear a Aura ring. That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing triathlons and stuff, so you need extra information.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna get the most information from a Whoop band.
Okay.
I love it. I have in the range of heart rate variability.
Yep.
HRV.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is just going off like.
Well, tell them what your numbers are sometimes.
Because of all this working out, or because of this shit you're drinking, snooze and.
I don't know why.
Because he'll have like 130 HRV.
Yeah, I mean, that's all this stuff.
And he's all proud of it, and we have no idea what it is.
Today I have 98% recovery and 146 HRV.
I don't know what the HRV is heart rate variability, right?
Right, yeah.
So is that a good thing on that scale?
Yeah, higher HRV is the better.
Okay.
What is HRV?
You're recovering. How do you recover, essentially? And so, okay, good for you.
I thought it's like the distance in between the beats, right? Or
yes.
Now we're talking about heart beats. I might as well show you my alarming doctor visit. I went to.
So you're running a slow, most of the time running a slow pulse, essentially.
I guess.
Yeah,
well, what's your resting heart rate?
Let me see what it is. Give me your.
When you wake up in the morning, what's your resting heart rate?
Give me your other hand. I can't. You've got so much shit on your wrist. I can't get at it. Good, here we go. You barely have a blood pressure too. So cock your wrist back a bit for me. You run low.
I've got my blood pressure, they always say, is really good.
Yeah, low.
Yeah, that's good, right?
Yeah.
I had him check his heart rate before he went up on stage because mine was like 160.
This is so rare for me. I can normally check people's pulse in a second. I cannot freaking find yours.
Okay.
That's weird for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go up here. But you have no. You alive? You have no blood pressure.
Saw that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Before he went on stage, it was like 51.
Yeah, that's about what I'm getting, like 47. So that's all that HRV. So good for you.
All right. Okay, so I've got a leaky mitral valve in my heart.
Do you know the story? We've talked about this before. Yeah.
I have one too.
Yeah. So it's nothing.
Okay. No, he said it'll be okay, but we've got I go over to this doctor's computer and he says right here you got it's leaking out, like the blue stuff.
Yeah.
Is
yeah.
And you can make sense. So we're looking
it's an echocardiogram. The red is the blood where it should be going.
We're looking at a sonogram.
We're looking at blood flowing through a ventricle. Yep.
Okay, so not to be concerned. He said we'll check back in 3 years.
Yeah,
but we got to keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on it because as you get much older, it can start to become. It is potential to become a problem. Usually, it isn't.
My dad has a pacemaker.
Different thing.
Okay.
But sometimes the blowback of that blood can enlarge the atria, and that can cause problems with rhythms and things. But I don't know. I'd like to see more of the numbers.
Do you have high cholesterol? Because I
don't think so.
I got high cholesterol, and I got.
You guys are getting to be like Alta cockers, worrying about your health all the time.
Yeah.
It's like all you think about is I'm gonna be old. I'm gonna get sick. What's going on?
I got sleep apnea.
You do?
Yeah.
God, that would be not something I would expect from you.
Is
it getting worse with the training you're doing? Because I get it when I'm chronically dehydrated from running.
I don't know if it's getting worse, and I wouldn't necessarily care. But my fiance Lux, she reports that in my sleep I'm like no breathing, and then
oh yeah,
I've been doing that.
It really freaks her out.
Yeah, sure.
So she insisted that I do the sleep study. It determined that I do have I'm like mild to moderate.
Is it obstructive sleep apnea or is it?
I don't know.
Central sleep apnea.
That's a great question. And like, what first tipped me off to it? I had a TV show that I needed to get medically cleared for, so I went in for like a standard physical to this doctor, and the doctor had a flashlight looking at the back of my throat.
Yeah.
And she asked, "Do you ever sleep an entire full night's sleep and then wake up still feeling tired and unrested?" And I said, "Absolutely. Oh my God, this has been like driving me crazy forever."
Yeah.
She said that the opening at the back of my throat
Too small.
is particularly narrow, and that might be precluding me from getting.
And so they do something called a uvulopalotoplasty. They open it up. I wouldn't recommend it. How about getting a device that lifts that?
I've heard about that. I never got around to it.
Yeah, that's a pretty simple thing.
Yeah, I tried the CPAP machine back in 2015.
That's sexy.
Just couldn't do it.
You ever seen one of those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like a duckbill platypus.
I use it. You know,
it didn't help though.
What do you call the guy from the Batman movie? Like
Bane.
Bane.
Yeah.
Did it help?
I don't know if it helps, but my lady loves for me to do it. Like, she just cares about me.
Oh, I see.
The concern is that sleep apnea is bad for your heart.
Really bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So if when we went to see Tyler, the Hollywood Medium.
Yeah.
And you were there.
Yeah.
He told me, like the psychic, he said, "Oh, I'm getting something with your heart. Like, watch. Be careful with your heart. Keep an eye on it."
Wow.
And so then Lux put that together with the sleep apnea, and she's like, "Oh,
there's a new thing. Let me tell you about it. I did it for a television show I was working on, where they can calcium scores.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at 50, it's not a bad idea to get one of those.
You got one at the UCLA when you did the extensive.
Well, yeah,
I got one too, though.
Okay, but coronary calcium scores are just a way of alerting us that we ought to look further, essentially. But they have new ones now that are AI directed and are actually angiograms, and you can see exactly what's going on. And I did it for the TV show, and lo and behold, I was 000 forever. All of a sudden, my score went up, and on that angiogram, I had a problem. And I was talking to the guys. I said, I had a suspicion. I had bad COVID, right? And when I was in this house climbing the stairs, 103 fever, and I took my pulse. It was like 50. I went, "Oh, this is affecting the heart for sure. That's not normal." And he said, "Yeah, we're seeing a lot of heart disease suddenly in people that didn't have it before. They don't know if it's post-COVID or post-vaccine or both, but they think it's primarily COVID. And so, if you had bad COVID, you might want to get one of those angiograms."
So
I can set that up for you.
I had COVID, and
the
only way that I knew is because they tested me.
Yeah. I remember that.
I otherwise would have had no idea.
But anyway, so there's just FYI for people that, it's a thing now we're having to deal with. I've seen some very strange coronary anatomy and stuff in people.
So calcium score is a test that I'm going to get to determine risks I have for heart disease.
For coronary artery disease, which is when we say heart disease, that's normally what we're talking about. You have valvular heart disease, technically, even though it's a very common form, which is just a leaky mitral valve, which usually doesn't progress significantly. Usually doesn't.
Yeah, I have high blood pressure, and when I went to the UCLA, they said based on my cholesterol, my high blood pressure, they wanted to do a calcium score.
Yeah.
And they said if I have anything a 1 and above, they're going to put me on something to drop my blood pressure right away.
Yeah.
And I had a 0, and he's like, "Okay, we'll come back and we'll worry about that later." And then what I've been noticing, I've been doing my blood pressure at home. When I get into the ice bath, about an hour after I do the ice bath, my blood pressure is normal.
How do you guys have time to do anything else except fuck around with your health?
I know it's becoming a hobby after 40. But yeah, I mean, is that like biohacking and ice baths and saunas?
I hate that term. I hate it.
How come?
Because it really flies in the face of how biology works, which is all probabilistic. Everything's a big probability equation, and hacking is about bypassing a certain mathematical algorithmic pathway, and it just doesn't.
another interesting.
It's too literal. I don't like it.
Another interesting biohack that I did. On the Whoop strap, it has deep sleep, REM, awake, and like light sleep. Then I noticed my REM sleep wasn't enough. It was always like in the red, but my
I
deep
can't get
sleep
enough deep sleep for some reason. It's weird.
But isn't REM the best?
Yeah, but the really hygiene, it's proper balance is the best. Next would be REM. Next would be deep.
Can you explain the reasoning behind the different cycles or what the benefits are?
I always thought, I'm not an expert in this by any means. I knew you had to have a certain amount of restorative sleep, right? Look at this. It says you need a balance of around 25% REM, 25% deep, non-REM to maintain your health and well-being. Yeah, REM, I was always trained, was important for the sort of the clean out process of the inflammatory mediators.
Right. That's what you said.
Yeah,
right?
they're saying it's like a pressure washing of like the plaque off your brain when you get
sort of. Yeah, I love these bullshit terms, but go ahead. Yes, it's a pressure washing of zombie cells.
Well, they got to make podcasts interesting. It was a sleep doctor podcast, which was interesting.
Yeah, but I've been recently alerted to the fact that deep sleep may have some role in all that too. So I don't know. Point is, we need to attend to our sleep hygiene. That's the point. And if you're not getting enough REM sleep, that is numero uno. Make sure you get that.
Okay.
And there's also some data. My dad, who was a doctor, used to go, don't worry, the REM, you'll catch up on REM, And some of the data now suggests, you'll kind of catch up on REM, but you won't get the benefits that you need.
We all, I think, take sleep super seriously.
That is something to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the biggest fight I ever had with Lux was New Year's Day of 2020. Like the alarm goes off at like 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like we were up past midnight. It's like there's nothing on our calendar that you have to get to.
Yeah.
She's like, I just wanted to be productive. I'm like you just screwed up sleep and it didn't have to.
Yeah, I get it.
I got very mad.
Mm-hmm. People that make me mad are people that only need 4 hours of sleep at night. There are people that just don't need sleep.
I get 5.5, 6 every night.
That's all you need?
I'll try to take a nap during the day, but
I used to live on 5 and it was not enough.
It's not good either.
It's not good.
8's the sweet spot, right?
And especially again as you age, a lot of these things become much more relevant as you age. That's when you can really hurt yourself if you don't pay attention.
Yeah, I'm a psycho for sleep. I need 9 hours in bed to get 8 hours of sleep.
Right.
Could I ask you about
you're peeing all night?
Yeah. Can I ask you about AI and medical field? And
how do you guys get through your day with all these questions about your body and your head? You've been saving them up for me, or
he's like the kind of scared, like hypochondriac.
I want to say one thing: live.
Yeah.
Living is what's important. Living your life, living it well.
Right.
Not the way you used to do it, Steve.
I think I'm more like optimization.
Yes, you want to pay attention to things you can. You should be knowledgeable. You should be. And you guys aren't doing resistance training. I mean, the one thing that really we know is important, you're not doing that. So we get a little crazy with these things. But make sure you're living your life. People get like that guy that's trying to live to 100 or whatever. He's living in essentially a glass bubble.
Yeah.
That guy is
hero.
already dead. He's already dead as far as I'm concerned.
Bubble boy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
But is the doctor's job at risk, like so many other jobs with AI?
It's interesting. It's not at risk because you always need surgery. You always need people's judgment and direction. You always need interpersonal There's so much that we provide as physicians that you will just always need. But I do believe that we need to put the healthcare more in the hands of patients. I was saying that about the doxycycline earlier and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so I think because they have fucked up the doctor-patient relationship so much with making doctors employees and insurance resources and drug companies
and 8-minute visits.
Yeah, they've just screwed it up so much. I think they have naturally moved us in a direction where the only option is to put the caretaking and the control in the hands of patients. They need to have, so AI to me will give them more control, and so I'm all in favor of it. And certainly AI could reduce the cost of healthcare, which already is, physicians, people are going to stop taking that job. They're going to stop doing the training and stuff because it's just not worth it anymore. And only people that have it as a calling are going to do it, and that's good. It should be, because otherwise it's very frustrating.
Can you see AI having a place in addiction treatment?
Yeah, I mean, it all can help. I mean, much like Google searches help, but I don't see it replacing anything yet in addiction treatment.
Not like a Neuralink.
Oh, could we put something in your? See, here's the thing that worries about Neuralink is yes, the something like Neuralink could one day help something like addiction. What people don't understand is that when you open a skull, it changes people's personality. Not all the time, but it can. And when you touch the surface of the brain, you kill a shit ton of cells. So you're literally changing the person just by doing the procedure. And these are little plastic devices that need to be replaced every 6 months or something. So we don't, now if you're paralyzed and it's worth the risk of all that and you're going to get some function back, okay. But if you're a drug addict who should be doing a few other things, and by the way, the biology in drug addiction is way deep, and so we're going to have to drop something into places that, are problematic, in terms of an otherwise young, healthy person's brain. But if it's killing them and nothing else to do, then it makes sense it might have some utility one day.
Okay. Where do you stand on near-death experiences?
Are they real?
Yeah.
I drop back into the position of it's something the brain does at the time of death. People, because when you cut off oxygen to the brain, people see a white light. That's what they see. That's why people do it when they're masturbating and things. It goes phew, and they get high and they do all kinds of things. Now, the question is, are they seeing something real? I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, how about this? People report these fantastic experiences of what's called life review, when they have their near-death experience.
Yeah.
And it's this concept of your life flashes before your eyes, but it's so much more than that. Because
I had a near-death experience, not with dying, but with almost falling off a cliff. And I was young. I was like 16 years old, and I was rock climbing on a cliff as I shouldn't have, and I started sliding off, and I was way up high, and I thought, oh my God, I have to give it everything now. And I was in like a chimney, and I was gonna have to force myself up that chimney and throw myself onto this ledge, and I just gave it everything I got. But just before I did that, my life flashed before my eyes, and it's odd. It's not like a movie. It's like your entire life, at least this is how I experienced it in that moment, condenses to a dot, and you experience it all simultaneously. It's like this dot of your life. It's the weirdest thing, but you're aware, you're connected to all of it at the same time.
Instantaneous, rapid manner. Yeah, and people report,
yeah, that's it. It's an instantaneous dot. It's like your life just condenses to this thing.
But with ultimate detail. And they talk about...
I didn't experience that so much because I was busy trying to survive, but I was just aware that I was in the presence of my entire life, and it was this tiny thing. It was weird.
People experience all the influence they had on other people as the other people. Have you heard of that?
As the other people?
Well, yeah, like everybody who
you feel how you made them feel.
Oh, all these connections to these bigger than life experiences, I humbly, because I don't know, believe there's something there. Okay, because I believe in the sense that I think our brain is a very limited instrument. I think we it's designed to do certain things, and everything else is everything else. And we have all sorts of uncanny experiences that we all can sort of talk about and call upon. And I don't know that, they may be touching something that's outside of what our brain was evolved to do. And so just when you think about it, of course you go, I can't experience everything. I can't really experience what's actually real. I'm just experiencing what's in front of me, not the totality of reality.
I have a sort of vague belief that the brain is not a generator of consciousness.
So you think it accesses consciousness?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think consciousness is an interpersonal experience. I don't think you would have anything like what we call consciousness. Like if you got lost in the woods at 6 months of age and you came out at 15, would you be conscious? You know, you would have no self. You'd have no regulation of emotions. You would be just an animal, and you'd be awake, but you wouldn't have consciousness the way we think of consciousness. I think consciousness evolves in exchange with other humans. Now, once it's there, I think it's accessing a lot of stuff, but some of it may come in through our body, actually. I think our body may be receiving things, too.
Yeah.
I saw a video this morning.
So I agree with you.
I love that.
I both agree with you and I disagree with you.
Very few people do agree with me.
Yeah, I saw a video this morning of the point at which a sperm touches an egg and there's a flash of light. And the theory was that's where when the soul enters the body. Have you ever? Can you look up sperm and egg?
Why? But you got to get really careful. Why would a light mean anything? Who cares?
I don't know. What is the light?
I don't know what that is, but is it a photon? Is it what that was?
Yeah,
it released
I don't know.
because of some subatomic energy? Whatever. I don't know. So there's a light. So what? I visible zinc sparks.
Can it be a soul?
Or
is it
zinc
just a
sparks
zinc
in our
spark?
soul? Okay.
Okay,
Now,
let's-
soulness. Let's talk about
The
soul,
video.
because that's an interesting topic, right?
Okay, soul.
Because in recovery, you got to get in touch with your soul,
Sure.
right? I'm just not entirely clear what that is, and I'm not even sure that it exists. I'm not sure, but I think we know what we're talking about, right? And I think it has value, whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
And I think it can be experienced, and I think it might be it's definitely in touch with other souls. The question is it in touch with some collective soul of some type, which it might be.
I think that it's defined in some like kind of spiritual circles as consciousness is like a sort of like our mind level individuality.
Yeah.
And then the
Soul, the soul. I would
there's
think
that,
if
like
in the program.
conscious, and then super conscious is like
Yeah.
God level, and then there's one in between.
Well, I would imagine that when you very quickly when you talk about soul, you get into some sort of spiritual something,
Right.
right? And I think that's real. I don't know quite what I mean by the word real necessarily, but I think it's important. Let's put it that way. And I don't think we do enough connecting to that these days, I would
Right.
argue. I think we have a spiritual vacuum, and I think it's important. Whether it's real in the sense that it's language starts to fail at a certain point in these conversations.
sure.
Yeah.
How absolutely awful and destructive is our cell phone addictions?
I don't know what's on my phone right now.
Well, I guess what's worse, cell phones or social media?
Well, it's all the same, right? Screen addictions and what we do with our screens. Well, there's no doubt. I think we've had this conversation about tobacco now for the last, as long as
Yeah.
I've been sitting here. I think we will look at cell phones the way we look at tobacco in 20 years. I really believe that. How could we look at it otherwise?
Right.
The problem is it also is an important instrument, an important tool, and does all kinds of good things. But it is hurting people's souls. And porn addiction, we don't have any idea what that's doing. Porn exposure at a young age, we have no idea. And then
Right.
the preoccupation with it and the experiencing of self through, we have no idea what the impact's going to be.
Yeah, and I mean just the concept that like, I gotta go take a dump. Like, imagine if I didn't have my phone.
I know.
To be like scrolling. Like,
I know.
The dopamine hit that.
It is. Do you, as an addict, you notice it bad? Is it tougher? Because your system sort of calmed down now, but
I find it really alarming how much I feel engaged with YouTube videos about how bad it's like, wait a second, now we're making YouTube videos
Yeah.
to talk about how like constantly
Yeah.
consume. Makes me feel good about being a content creator because people
Hey,
are so
listen.
addicted to the constant
yeah, no, I
stimulation.
get that. When I was sick with COVID, I was just by myself. and I started going down crazy rabbit holes on TikTok, and I was so grateful for the content parade. I really was I really, this minute I can feel that gratitude, because I was alone. I had nothing except misery, and they kind of got my mind off it. And so it's not all bad. That's what's struggling about this. We don't know what to do with it.
You called it the content parade.
Yeah.
That's great.
Did I say that?
I thought I just heard you say that.
I might have. I was saying content provider in my head, but parade is interesting.
It's a parade of content.
Yeah.
And then using the phone first thing in the morning. I meditate generally for 25 minutes before.
That's good.
I keep track of it with my phone, so.
It's like anything which is potentially a problem. Balance, right?
Yeah.
Balance it. I mean, you can eat Doritos when you want. Just don't eat them all day.
If I tiptoe out of line, it's all.
Okay, well, you've got to know that about yourself.
Yeah, I do.
Is that still even to everything?
Everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I tiptoe out of line, if I just think, just this one day I'll have.
Have you always known that, or is it?
Yeah.
And is it? I mean, what would be the least noxious thing that you would tiptoe out of line with in terms of consequences?
If I gave him a cookie
right
now and he ate the cookie knowingly, I guarantee he's on his way to like Sun Cafe and getting like a carrot cake or.
Well, yeah,
but where would that stop? Is what I'm wondering.
It stops at pitiful and incomprehensible demoralization, where I'm reaching out to his brother and saying, I hate myself.
2 hours later or 2 months later?
Months.
Oh, you'd go out on a run.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I go on a run.
I love that.
Not even months, like a year.
See, I do that kind of thing, but it resolves is certainly in the morning, and certainly usually about an hour or two later when I have a shame spiral.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
And then it's just like I hate the way I look. I know
it goes everywhere.
I know that the implications on my health are
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
I hate.
Would you go to maybe full relapse mode? Would you go to substances, do you think? Or would it stay with the sugar?
I don't like.
It would probably go in reverse order from when you started.
But you could think that through, right? The substances.
But it's like I don't think that I would go to substances just because I have
the tools.
Such an infrastructure built around that.
Yeah.
But the problem is that the behavior with the food is the same behavior. It's the same powerlessness.
You know what? I'm wondering if your listeners are feeling to hear you say that makes me feel really good, because I got a whiff of that and I've always hated it and I don't like it. But your manifestation with it is so extraordinary that it makes me feel like, okay, this isn't so bad. I can manage this, and you manage it, so I can manage my little version of it.
Right. I just as a rule in my life, I have to just concede that I cannot moderate anything. Moderation is
no. I was going to ask you about the sex addiction, because you were way into that recovery for a while, and
I've got over 7 years of sexual sobriety.
But I thought you sort of stepped away from it at one point.
I did, I suppose. I mean,
I think that's that one needs some attention. Not for you, but I think in the world, I'm seeing a lot of it these days, and no one's really talking about recovery from it.
I mean, Scott and I are both double winners in that regard.
Do you know what I mean? I mean,
I see some people talking about it like.
I mean, help me understand what you mean by step away from it.
People aren't calling.
Oh, I don't know. Last time I talked to you about it, which is a while ago, you went, "No, I'm masturbating" or something. You just said, I'm not going to meetings" or something. You just said, "I'm just not doing it," but not the way you were doing it. That's all.
I think because.
By the way, I thought the way you were doing it was much. It was much.
I stuntified my sexual.
In fact, I remember having a conversation with you about sexual anorexia versus compulsion.
I went celibate, meaning that I did not ejaculate for 400.
Did God do it for
days.
you, or no? The God didn't even help?
In my dream, I
that's
dream,
God.
I'd be like, I can't lose my time.
Right.
Really?
in my dream, I'd be like, oh no, that's gonna be a relapse.
Wake up, go pee. Maybe that's where the pee
stop
came
myself from. But yeah, so.
But I was doing a thing for Harvey Levin yesterday, and we were talking about Jennifer Lopez and her her inability to be alone and serial monogamy, and then going back to idealized partners. And I thought, well, that's love addiction. It's love and sex addiction, particularly with women. That's how they get it. And I thought, God, no one would ever talk about her in that way, and yet she could help people if people, because it's there may be other things, attachment problems. People can have avoidant and anxious attachments, and that that's sort of the basis of all this. But looking at it as sex and love addiction really helps people, and no one's really talking about it right now.
Well, I mean, in the rooms you see famous people, and you see them at their lowest level, and you're like, oh, they're just like me
For sex and love.
Yeah. Or
See, I'm amazed they come into the rooms, because I think there's so much stigma.
Yeah.
And now there's Zoom, so you can do it more easily.
Like, they have to go to the rooms,
Oh, they've done something.
Yeah, or they're trying
Oh,
to
I know who you're talking about, actually.
Well, there's a bunch of people like that. So you're trying to get in
front
front
of
it.
I actually have helped those people go to the rooms, because when they start out, they are not thinking about going to the rooms.
Right.
They do not want to do that, because there's so much shame and guilt and stuff attached to it. But I don't know. It feels like because of the phone, that it's time that become more of a, because the porn addiction is just taking everybody out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. We need to talk about that more. So
Yeah.
hope you guys will.
I got porn is my middle circle, the yellow light behavior.
So you can do a little porn these days.
But I don't. I've been really good for.
You think that's just like a maturing thing, or like your libido's not so strong, or you're just kind of over it?
I'm just scared of it, man. Like, I don't want to.
I just think you're getting old, Steve.
Nah,
Let's get back to the topic of the day.
To watch porn for me, I just see that as such a threat to my relationship with Lux.
So it is, and you used a shorthand that we all three know. So let me just make it explicit. When you go in sex love addiction, or sex addiction particularly, you do a circle plan.
Yeah.
And outer circles are healthy activities, inner circle,
Mm-hmm.
middle circle sort of, you might want to watch it.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
it's like red light, yellow light, green
yeah,
light.
and the inner circle, red light, do not do these
That
things.
constitutes a relapse.
A relapse, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe even for the listeners that have no idea what to even put in there. I mean, some of the examples you can put that people don't even think about. Like for me, it was anonymous sex without a condom. Or it was,
You think?
but like
Barebacking is in the red zone. Wow.
Barebacking with someone whose name you don't know?
or or no sex before 3 dates, or transactional sex, or any of the.
One of the things that I'm no expert in that.
But
So, I love the euphemisms in sex and recovery too. Transactional sex,
Yeah.
visiting a prostitute.
yeah, for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
but it's qualifiers. The qualifiers are out there. But there is a part in sex and love addiction that I'm not expert in it, so I'm sort of mysterious about. For me, is how people contend with the qualifier. Don't you hurt other people, and don't they react when you try to get in recovery and stuff? How does that work? I don't understand how people act out sexually without hurting other people, and that having so many consequences. Do you select co-addicts? Is that how it prevents from
Well,
Are
gonna
getting
start
you
dating
asking
again?
about ninth step stuff?
No, I'm literally I've noticed that the isn't that the word qualifier?
Yeah, qualifier is just someone who you act out with.
But qualifiers often I don't hear a lot of qualifiers complaining. I would think I would see qualifiers going, I was so hurt, I thought we had a relationship, or we had sex. I never hear that. Is that because they're already in their own shame and guilt, or are they also co-addicts? And you guys select co-addicts when you're
I
acting
think
out.
there's just such a whole spectrum of it, and I think that there's plenty of qualifiers who
Who are
are
upset.
absolutely-
Okay.
And they
Okay.
probably wouldn't have something wrong
But
with
they're
them.
ashamed, so they don't talk about it, I guess, or something. Or
Yeah.
they go on to the next one.
I mean, it's like most alcoholics attract Al-Anons.
Yeah, of course.
So it's probably
Right.
the
It's
reason
Well,
why
that's
we're
why-
in their spheres
Yeah,
because
but
they're effed up too.
Al-Anon, you go into a room, they're complaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's complaints. In fact, they complain too much.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And they're always like an hour and a half meetings. It's just like drives me nuts.
And this is not. And please don't come after me. I am a huge. Everybody go to Al-Anon. It's the one thing I tell family and patients. I just go, look. You'll say you do anything for your loved one. I'm telling you to do one thing. Go on Al-Anon. Get a sponsor. Do the steps. 9 times out of 10, I have to keep begging them to go.
They're offended when you ask them to
Yeah,
go.
it's not me. They go, they're offended. And it's not me. Or but what do I do with Susie, who's my identified patient or whatever, or Joan?
Yeah, I'll listen to like an Al-Anon meeting when I'm driving sometimes. I mean, not because I'm dating somebody that's alcoholic, but because all my friends are alcoholics. They're recovered.
Yeah.
But like we're still all crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's who I all surround myself with, and so sometimes it's good to
Scott,
be
your
like,
recovery's
okay.
come along. You're seeing things more clearly these days.
Yeah, thank you. Now I just got to get my weight under control, and then I'll be.
Well, your brother's right there to help. He's rebelling against his brother.
Brother's so careful to not
I get
be
it.
pushy
I
about
get
it.
it. I get it.
Well, and I shouldn't have.
By the
my
way,
brother
why
sponsor
is
me.
your food thing?
Your
I
brother
just,
doesn't need to sponsor you, but it's like, hey, join the team.
I don't eat bad. I eat more than enough for two people.
Yeah, you're an addict.
Yeah.
Well, and
Well, yeah. What are you looking at? Paulie's Deli. My vice is a chicken parm from Uncle Paulie's.
oh, it looks so
I
good.
mean, like
This guy did.
I eat a ton, but just by not eating flour and sugar.
I was on the carnivore for 3 years, carnivore diet, and it was easy for me. And it was Catherwood, my former Loveline partner, and we were doing this podcast called Swole Patrol at the time. And he was like, dude, you got to do diet. I'm like, who am I trying to impress? Yeah, I'm like, oh, come on. And then I went, oh, I could do that carnivore thing. I could do that. That looks easy to me. And I did it for years. Easy. It was easy. I gained 14 pounds. I still ate too much. You can still gain on the carnivore. And so I went to something a little more balanced.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Hey, let's talk about your medical kit that we've been promoting.
Oh, you've been promoting it? So this is in the zone of what I was complaining about, bringing control
putting healthcare in the
hands of the patient. So, do you know who Dr. Kelly Victory is? She's a colleague of mine. She was co-hosting with me on some things.
I'm reasonably sure that we will, at this point in this episode, have already done an ad break for.
Okay, maybe Kelly's even in there, you do. You read the ad break.
Yeah.
Okay, look at the travel kit. Get the travel kit because that's the one I really was involved with. Yeah, I mean, you should not go anywhere without this travel kit. I swear to God.
Yeah.
It's a way of avoiding having to go to urgent care if you're out on the road in this country, and if you're another country, it's a lifesaver.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything. We thought of everything. We put it all in there. Whether it's seasickness or infectious diarrheas or we just thought of everything. Any event. This colleague of mine said, I brought her onto the medical board with this group, with a few other guys. We brought her in. And she goes, if this were maybe 5 years ago and you told me you were doing this, I would have thought, I get it, but I think you're crazy to do this. Now she goes, now I think you're crazy if you don't. If you don't do stuff like this, because we have seen what this government is capable of doing to the medical system, and you have to be prepared for next time. You have to have it in your hands, because our profession has been adulterated. We do not behave appropriately in an emergency if our employers tell us no, or the insurance company tells us no, or some regulator tells us no. We get scared and we freeze. Patients need to be able to take care of themselves and their families. So the kids have manuals so you can research everything you're using, and we have telehealth backup. And it's a day of telehealth. We're just talking about recovery. I think Zoom will change sex and love addiction recovery too, because the bar is lower to coming in, right? They're not as ashamed to go in.
Right.
Yeah,
they can show
teledocs
up.
are huge.
Zoom's crucial. I mean, I'm living out in Tennessee, and it would be very difficult for me to be really plugged into my program were it not for Zoom.
And if you not to have one of our emergency kits out there, you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
Seriously, I've got one upstairs. I'm going to make you go home with it.
I mean, I've got the red one.
Okay, good. That's the one.
I haven't seen the green one.
There's some other stuff coming out too that Dr. Victory was involved with. That the guys that run this program are so good, and they're sourcing stuff that is incredibly expensive now. We're sourcing it on a cost-effective basis. That things that you would have to go to an emergency room to get, we're going to get for you at a reasonable price. So just stay tuned for that stuff. I can't really talk about it yet, but that's going to be awesome.
Title for this episode: Dr. Drew calls Steve-O and Scott a couple pussies.
No, old farts. I call it. I said it a couple different ways. I said it alta cockers. I said it in Yiddish even.
Yeah,
What's an alta cocker?
It's like an old fart, like an old a super high old person.
Yeah.
Like alta is high, cocker is old man.
That's funny.
High old man.
Just arguing about our health.
You guys are, but I'm aware that your recovery has come along in the way you're talking. It's different.
Oh, is it a good thing?
Yeah. I don't know if you're more serious about it or just more time under your belt or whatever it is, or maybe the.
I mean, it's got 11 years.
I just got 11 years.
And last time I saw you was like 6 years ago. That was 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And did you bring other stuff in, like the sex and love stuff? Is that why?
Yeah.
See, I think I see that. I can
and now
see it
it's
on
just
you.
food.
You keep complaining about it like you're helpless. I don't know.
I can't. I need help.
How much do you need to lose? He wants Ozempic. That's what he's angry.
No.
No. I'm sure he doesn't want that.
I'm 215. I would like to be 180.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard. I know.
When Scott and I started working together, it was a regular occurrence that a woman, a girl, would just come up to him and say, "You are the most beautiful man I've ever seen." You know, like just like.
So you're saying I'm ugly now?
My sister said Scott is uncomfortably attractive. Like, I'm not saying you're ugly now,
So
but
that's
I'm
like
saying that your potential to look good is not being maximized.
Yeah, that's
You're
fair.
not being full. Your potential's not being fulfilled for who you actually are.
And I'll throw your
Have
brother
you
under the bus.
experiment-
He says like in there is like Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's like,
you know what
it's
my
in
thing.
there.
I think that you got to experiment with things, right? You got to find what kind of works for you.
You need a biohack.
Some people it's certain supplements. Some people it's Ozempic. Some people my problem is appetite management. If I can be, my problem is somebody yours. Once I start eating, I can't stop. Right.
Yeah.
And so if I can kind of manage my appetite during the day and really not eat and not get started, I do great.
What do you
So
think about
that's-
intermittent fasting?
Well, that's sort of the zone I go towards.
Yeah.
I'm not really in that zone, but it really helps me manage my appetite. So then when I sit down to eat, I can eat normally somehow. I'm okay. I'm more in balance. I'm wondering what it is. Your thing is it just the yummies, the chicken parm,
It's just
Pasta.
the boredom.
the choices,
Yeah.
and boredom to me.
But even if I eat sushi, I'll eat like I just will order.
You
too
can't
much,
stop.
and then I
so
won't.
boredom to me, when an addict says boredom, I hear depression. So I'm wondering how your mood is.
I mean, it's like content.
You don't feel depressed.
No, I'm not sad.
Okay.
I'm just kind of like,
Flat. You're flat.
yeah.
There may be a little bit of boredom in there. I mean, of depression in with the boredom.
Yeah. It's just because I'm not sad. Maybe it is.
Well, but depression is an insidious thing, right? It's early awakening, appetite changes. You don't have to be
Early
sad.
awakening?
Yeah,
I wake up at like 5.
yeah, and can't go back to sleep. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
I'm in bed by like 9, up at 5.
Oh well, that's early awakening means before you want to wake up. 9 to 5 is plenty of sleep. You're good.
Yeah. But I couldn't sleep in if you had a gun in my head. Like I just.
That's not early awakening. Early awakening is 2 a.m, doing, and I for no good reason. So I don't know. Pay attention. The exercise is a key ingredient.
I'm trying to play tennis every night.
Yeah.
He's burning calories and playing tennis.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
Relationships, how are they?
I've been seeing somebody, but not really.
Yeah.
Like just kind of long distance.
Yeah.
Probably safer that way.
Career-wise, feel good. You feel
good.
excited.
Yeah.
You just because addicts have to be careful. Like, right? They can be like bipolar patients. They kind of can sink into stuff because they're used to like a lot. You have
Yeah.
to be careful. And usually it's other people that fill that void.
Maybe it's just comfort eating too. I don't know.
That's the void thing, right? What are you smiling about?
Well, I mean, I'm just like.
Yeah, what's going on over
Do
there?
you worry about him with this stuff too, or am I going
I
down?
mean,
a
I don't like. I love Scott.
but am I going down a
like,
path that you've thought
I
about,
don't-
or that it seems irrelevant?
No, I mean, I don't know. I just know that he's exercising his butt off with the.
Well,
with
but
the
you have to
tennis
also
Yeah.
put in less.
To
yeah.
quote his brother, you're never gonna outrun your fork.
I love that.
Yeah, outrun a bad diet.
He's right.
You're never gonna outrun
And
your
you're so
fork.
when you get into balance with diet, you feel so much better too. You don't have these hungers and these urges and these drives and stuff so
Yeah.
much.
And I feel like you care about your health so much, and so it feels almost like a vicious cycle,
Yeah.
Like you care about how you look, you care about how healthy you are, and there's just like some kind of resistance, like there's you tell your brother, you tell me, like, at some point I'll be ready. At some point I'll be ready, and
Oh, boy.
it feels like you're saying, like you're telling
That's
us
what
that-
Steve used to tell me about his drug addiction. He used to-
Yeah, I mean,
remember?
I guess it's the
Yeah.
same thing because it is life or death. I mean, my cholesterol
He would-
and whatever.
He would
Right.
tell me, exactly that.
Yeah. At some point, I'll be ready. I'm just not ready yet. And it's, God, Drew, that's very, very profound.
Yeah,
and
right? It is.
impactful that you make that
Yeah.
point. It's like you're saying that, no, my conscious, deliberate decision today is to disregard my health.
Well, it's kind of like a type A thing, most addicts quit on a Monday. Like, no, I'm not going to quit this weekend. I'll quit on them. It's better mentally for me. And I reached out to my doctor and I said, can you get me in with the nutritionist? And she said, I'm sorry, I can't refer you because your body mass index is
Isn't high
below
enough.
35%.
But you can still go pay for nutritionists. They just
Yeah.
can't, insurance won't cover it. I mean, why do you?
I don't know.
And-
I think I'm just
and-
looking at it for excuses.
I don't think that it's like the craziest emergency, but I want you to have the best life that you can have, and anybody who loves you wants that.
Yeah. I mean, it's
So-
not like life or death over here, but it's like
It's quality of life. I
it's
think.
quality of life.
It's quality.
I've gotten very focused on this stuff lately. I really think we, again, all the stuff we're talking about, it's so interesting to me. We're talking about this. Our conversation today is very different than it was 5 years ago, right? And we're talking about things that it's not just your struggles. These are things that are going on right now for everybody.
Yeah.
Whether it's food or sex and love or not exercising properly, and I'm finding myself. I've always sort of gravitated to what I think is important for the time. This is where I'm gravitating right now. I've got involved with exercise and nutrition sort of programs and stuff, and motivating print things to help people do that, and putting control in the hands of patients for healthcare.
Yeah.
So it's weird. When I sit here and think about how different this conversation is than 5 years ago, we are in a different place as a country, and your recovery is a lot better, but you've got this one little piece left.
Yeah.
That's all.
I know.
You don't beat yourself up for it.
No, I
mean,
mean, thank God I'm playing tennis. Like, I'm playing a lot. Like, if I wasn't playing tennis, I'd be in a worse spot because I'm not working out at all, and but at least I'm like doing some high and for an hour and a half a day of just
Read Peter Attia's book Outlive, please.
And we do know that it's like 80% diet, maybe 20% exercise,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
For weight loss.
Yeah.
For weight loss, yeah. But for longevity and things, the resistance training is a really important ingredient.
Peter Attia Outlive. Okay, we'll wrap it up with a little to-do list. I need a calcium score. We both need uric acid tests
Ooh.
to
Well, certainly
determine
Scott needs it.
to
Here's
determine
Peter.
our kidney stone
Well,
risk.
you don't. Do you have kidney stones?
I just don't want them.
Okay. Uric
So we're
acid.
like-
It's not 100% predictive, but it's an indicator of trouble.
Yeah,
So-
my grandpa, my dad, all my uncles. I mean, it's
Well, watch your oxalate intake. That's all. Just don't drink. Well, I don't know. I
Sparkling
love coffee.
water?
Yeah, more sparkling water. Good. More liquid death. Good.
Yeah, liquid death is great.
Get some aluminum exposure. See,
Is
this,
that-
you can't. Biology is so complicated. Just live your life. I don't like that you're beating yourself up about the food. I don't like that.
yeah. Starting right now, I won't anymore.
You need some inspiration or some type.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm like, I'm just so thrilled that I just got to a point where I was like, all right, today's
Yeah.
the day, and I'm gonna do.
Do you ever
it.
think about riding a motorcycle off a building or anything? You want to your food take you there? So-
Yeah,
No.
I mean, dude, I've lost almost 20 pounds, man.
Good for you.
You know, and
I lost the 15.
I'm at a point where it doesn't like I'm not even trying to lose anymore. I'm just maintaining.
Yeah, I
So
get
feel
that.
great.
I get that.
Okay, and is that it for my to-do list?
No, wait. It's uric acid, calcium score, Peter Attia's book,
Peter
Outlive.
Attia's book on audiobook is going to be
Get
the
a travel kit to your house.
Travel kit, emergency kit, the red one.
Yeah,
No,
the red one,
he's
yeah,
got
we
a couple of
that.
those.
Oh, then travel kit. You got the emergency.
I have all of them in my house.
Contagion emergency might be a bad one for you. And then
And lighten the fuck up.
lighten up.
Yeah,
Well,
lighten up and live.
Well, or maybe we,
Oh, I got another question. And at my ranch in Tennessee, there's crazy ticks, but I think that's anywhere where
yeah, but
How serious is it?
you got to be careful, man. Tick-borne illnesses. I've been predicting bubonic plague here soon because it follows the kind of tick-borne illnesses that are coming. It just comes, and the rat population is so huge in Los Angeles now. Is the rat-borne flea and tick stuff is really bad, really bad.
Okay, well, and I'm in Tennessee. With,
So let's see what tick-borne illness in Tennessee. Look that up.
How do you know if you have
here we have
tick?
endemic typhus. How do you know if you have a tick? You find it on your body.
That Lone Star tick. We see a lot of those guys.
Ehrlichiosis is bad. Anaplasmosis, rickettsiosis. Oh, jeez. With spotted fever, rickettsiosis is Rocky Mountain spotted fever, I think. So Lyme disease and Rocky Mountain spotted fever are the bad ones. Yeah, be careful. And Lyme is just awful.
Is there anything that we could be doing to
mitigate your risk?
Mitigate our risk, to identify, like,
keep the repellents on when you go outside.
I do that.
And then if you see it, if you're, if you have even a suspicion of a bite, take some doxycycline. That medicine we're talking about for STDs
give you gonorrhea.
is also for Lyme disease.
Dude, there was one day where in one day I pulled 4 of them out of my skin, which were embedded.
Were embedded?
Yeah, they were totally embedded.
Oh no,
What?
I would. Did you have any? If you have any,
You want us to go out there?
I know if you have any rash that emerges in or around
Yeah,
the
no.
bite, take the tetracycline.
Is it in the emergency kit?
No. Well, geez, I think we have it in the Contagion kit. Maybe I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I'm going to be giving it out for sexually transmitted disease soon. So,
All right.
Cool.
oh goodness.
What any test that to catch these tick-borne illnesses?
Yeah, but
early?
it's when you're sick though. It actually, you do acute and convalescing titers, so you actually measure what you are when you're sick versus afterwards. So it's rough, man. Tick and
But you
the
know what I
flea.
did?
It's flea and ticks. By the way, fleas out here are really bad.
I bought a 25-gallon spraying thing, like the toes behind the UTV with like a boom that's and spraying the whole trail. And I haven't seen a tick since I did that.
And out here, it's the rat fleas that are really the problem. That it's all rickettsial disease is what we're talking about here.
All right.
Something else for you to worry about, Scott.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
my son got it. He got murine typhus. He got it when he was like 9. It's terrible. And when I started seeing that happen, and then I started seeing that we're eliminating all the rat poisons and stuff, and we've got homeless encampments where the rats are going crazy.
Yeah.
And here it comes. It's coming.
Jesus.
Wow. All right. Well, on that happy note.
Yeah. The point is, look, we are biological beings. A lot of shit can get us. Live your life. Please enjoy your life. That's very, very important.
And lift weights.
Resistance training as you age. It's very important.
Okay.
All right. I love you, Drew.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, Drew.
Yeah.
That was a good one, Drew.
All right.
There you have it, Dr. Drew, folks. He's been a good buddy of mine for decades now. Literally decades I've known Dr. Drew. Dude, 2006, almost 20 years ago, he came with me in a limo to the red carpet of the second Jackass movie with Ron Jeremy. In the limo with my 4-year-old niece. Dude, how nuts is that? I was not sober at the time either. I was in a death spiral. So yeah, dude, I just love Dr. Drew. And I love you. And man, today I was on a podcast called X5. And I poured my heart out. It was fun and funny, and I just poured my heart out. I'm going to go ahead and just tell you that happened today, and that I will be sharing that, God damn, it was a heavy day today. And I fucking love you. So thank you for sticking around to the very end, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah, dude. Hey everybody, and welcome to an enduring wild ride with Steveo. We've got Cody Co, who's got to be the gnarliest endurance athlete on YouTube, right? As far as like comedic YouTubers, the guy's doing Ironmans, ultra marathons, plus he's DJing his butt off. Just a super interesting guy. And I want to mention his Co's Oats. He's developed this killer, is it oatmeal? Yeah, for endurance athletes. He's just reinvented it with incredible flavors. And find his Co Oats online and get them to support him. Also want to mention that I have just taken a break from podcasting for what, like 2-3 months now. Not that I was doing nothing. I was like really just working on my tour, my live show, which is in stellar shape. And you can see me in California, in Utah, in Colorado, and in Arizona this coming month before I go to Canada next month. So just want to check in with you guys real quick. It's been a very healthy break. Not relaxing, but it's been super good for my mental health to just take a break from podcasting. And now we'll see how it goes coming back. I genuinely enjoyed this conversation. I like Cody Co. He's interesting. And I just wasn't worried about it, man. I let the conversation just flow. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. So let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, people of the universe, I bring to you arguably the healthiest comedic YouTuber / big time DJ on the planet, Cody Co. Yeah.
Damn, that's an intro. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's pretty awesome. All of the things that you do. I watched the original DJ video where it was just like for a laugh, you know.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
If I recall correctly, the video was like just gonna test to see how easy it is to become a DJ. Like how, you know, like
Yeah.
almost like you were making fun of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So like, basically, I had DJ'd before, right? I think I made it seem like I was probably a little bit more amateur than I actually was. I mean, I hadn't DJ'd in like literally like probably over a decade, but I did in college. Like I bought myself a pair of CDJs and I would like DJ parties. So I like taught myself how to beat match. You know, I would like put together sets. I ran a music blog in college too. So I was like really into it. And then, you know, like 15 years went by or whatever. And then I had an idea of like how maybe I should try and pick this back up. But I wanted to like make it more of like a fun experiment where we get like a cool narrative piece of content out of it.
Right? Yeah.
And like, sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, I mean that was terrible on my part, but it seemed like the purpose was just for you to do it like once for the video.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't intended to become like a bona fide, like full scale headlining career with like year-long Vegas residency.
Definitely. I mean, I don't think I would have been opposed to that in the beginning. Like if someone told me like this will lead to a residency, I would have been like, oh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, it wasn't like the intention. I was kind of like, I want to learn how to use the modern day gear and then maybe I can play parties and stuff like, you know, I don't know.
Sure.
Like it's just a cool skill to have, I think.
It's like when I started doing stand-up comedy in the comedy clubs in LA, like my experience was you showed up, you did like 15 minutes, like they gave you a check for like $20 or like $50. And I was like, oh, rad, man, I'm just doing it for the experience. And when it, it came down to like actually getting booked as a headliner, I was like, holy crap, wow, you can actually make like real money doing this. Like killer.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't the intention originally.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it is a pretty like ridiculous thing. Like when did you start doing stand up?
In earnest, 2010. So it's been 15 years.
How old were you at that point?
At that time, 35.
Yeah. So like same thing. Like I was, 32 when I picked this back up. Like I feel like it's a little bit absurd to like start new. Well, I don't know. It seems a little absurd on the outside to start new creative, passions or endeavors in your 30s. But like I actually find myself like this is what I'm most passionate about right now. Like I've kind of like because I started DJing again. Or because I started DJing, like learned the current gear and all that stuff. And then through Dylan was able to like play at the Win. And now I'm playing there. I have a residency at the Win. I started producing music because of it. I found this entire, like I've unlocked an entire portion of my brain that I didn't really think was there.
Sure.
I used to think, like music production that was just like next to impossible for me. Like I remember downloading Ableton in college and being like, just so intimidating by like the spaceship interface that I tried like 5 different times. I was like, there's no fucking way I'm smart enough to figure this out. And now I'm like making music every single day, and I'm putting shit out that people are listening to. And it's just like, again, I like doing this stuff even in your 30s, and I hope to continue doing this kind of stuff in my 40s, because it just reminds you that like anything is possible.
I love that you think that your 30s is like so over the hill.
Well, like you should start DJing when you're 32 is an absurd sentence, don't you think?
I mean, I don't know. I'm going through my own struggles with it. It's just so clear that concern about age is just very relative.
Yeah.
To me, like now that I'm in my 50s, which I can't even believe I just said out loud. But I'm in my 50s to think like, oh, you shouldn't do something in your 30s. That's absurd to me.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, that's so, and I think that's one of the things that anyone that thinks it's like, too late to start some passion project or some goal, like the quote that I always remind myself of that I read somewhere online is like, the time is going to pass anyways.
Right.
So you might as well spend that time learning something new or whatever, even if nothing comes from it. Like, the time is going to pass anyways.
Here's something that I say quite a bit because I just think it's so wonderful. Enthusiasm is the engine that drives everything that matters. And the word enthusiasm, from its original roots, is en theos, which means with God. And I genuinely believe that when we're just on fire about something, when we're truly passionate, when we have enthusiasm, that like we're, propelled with like the force of the universe. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what the hell age you're at. If you've got that.
I agree. I think enthusiasm and optimism too. Like, the universe seems to reward those two things.
Yeah. So
because I think if you're enthusiastic and you're optimistic, then you kind of give yourself like chances to get lucky,
Sure.
Because you'll just like keep putting your heart and soul into it, and you'll keep putting yourself out there, and eventually, you'll open a door that leads to something,
For sure. I think that
I know we're getting kind of like high level and theoretical here, but
I love it.
This is like my favorite thing to talk about, honestly.
For sure. I love it. And I think that most people's biggest problem is that they have not identified that thing that they're so passionate about. And
yeah.
I mean,
but I also see a lot of like self-doubt in people.
Sure.
Like, where they're kind of just like, yeah, it's either too late or it's not for me. I'm not the type of person that would do those things. That's for other people.
Right.
But I really truly think, like, even through endurance, athletics, and doing like starting new creative projects all the time, is kind of both of those things have taught me, like, no, you are that person if you want to be.
100%. Now, did I remember, like, since we last did a podcast together, that like you got married shortly thereafter? Is that right? Like,
yeah, it was like 3 years ago that you came to my place, right?
Yeah. So you got married like 2 years ago?
Yeah. So we got married like right after that. And then we got pregnant like a few months after that. And then, yeah, we have a 1.5-year-old now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm personally terrified of that. Like, one thing that I am not optimistic about is the future of society. Like, it's just crazy with all of the debt, the unsustainable debt, like the wealth disparity. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't like create a person, like just thinking of the odds of them really struggling in a world of dwindling opportunity.
Yeah, I think the thing that scares me the most is AI.
Sure. Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even really like to think about it. I use it all the time, but
Okay, what do you use AI for the most?
Honestly, like stupid ass questions. Just like, hey, I got tomatoes in my fridge. What can I make with them? Like, Stupid shit like that.
Is that something you specifically asked?
I mean, yeah, I didn't pull that out of my ass. I've literally asked ChatGPT that. I got tomatoes in my fridge. What can I make?
You know what?
Tomato soup? I don't know.
I've been so impressed with ChatGPT in helping me with tattoo designs.
Oh yeah, I saw that you're giving people tattoos.
Yeah, there's something that I picked up deep in my 40s.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and I'm loving it. I really am. So,
and how new is the face tattoo that you got?
that's just over 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how are you liking? How are you liking that one?
I felt like it was a pretty low stakes experiment to see how long I lasted before I got it lasered off, and it's been over a year. I'm going strong.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Maybe I get it lasered off, but certainly not until I've finished this tour that I'm on.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's good. It's good fun, man. I've been really big into the tattoos. I just got an Aussie tattoo. That's right, I got an Aussie tattoo. But I gotta believe that if the world famous Wendy from Peru was inclined to get a tattoo, that hers wouldn't say Aussie, it would say Ollie, because that's her favorite dog food. And I saw this thing that said blueberries are super good and healthy for your dogs to make them live longer. And I've always tried to feed Wendy blueberries, but she will not go for it. And then I found Ollie dog food, turkey with blueberries, and she can't get enough of it. And man, Wendy, I've just about had her for 8 years since I found her in the streets of Peru. And at that point, they said she was 2 or 3. So she's 10 or 11 years old now, and she's a big dog. Man, it scares the hell out of me that I'm not going to have Wendy for much longer. I want to do everything I possibly can to make her live longer and happier and healthier. And my way of doing that is Ollie dog food. There's just no filler. There's no preservatives. There's no crappy ingredients. It's just good, healthy, nutritious, real dog food. And she loves it, and I love her. Now, if you want to get 60% off your welcome pack for your subscription to Ollie, then go to ollie.com/Stevo and use the promo code Stevo at checkout. There's really nothing to lose here because you've got a happiness guarantee with your first box. If your dog doesn't love it, then you get your money fully back. But if your dog's anything like Wendy, then your dog's going to be unbelievably excited about it. So take care of your dog the way I take care of mine by going to ollie.com/Stevo. That's OLLIE.com/Stevo and using the promo code Stevo at checkout. Now let's get back to it.
Oh, that's sick. That's awesome.
For sure. Okay, so they help me understand a little bit with the DJing. I mean, is DJing just your number one revenue stream right now? I gotta believe that.
No.
Oh no.
No, it's not. No. I'm not really at the point where I'm making a shit ton of money yet. I mean, I do the Win pays me definitely a decent amount, but yeah, I mean, to make insane money, you have to be playing shows all the time. And I play there probably on average once a month.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And it's kind of hard to, I don't know, I kind of want to try and play more shows just because you kind of need to get reps under your belt in terms of live sets. The more you can play, obviously, the more experience and better you get. But it's just hard to, I don't know. I find it hard to be away from home for too long just because my son's at the age where he really knows when I'm gone, and also he changes every day. So I don't really want to miss anything.
Right.
I'll come back after being in Vegas for one day and he knows 30 new words. And I'm like, where the fuck are you? How are you
getting to Vegas?
I just do, I fly JSX.
Yeah, dude, that's the
Yeah,
That's
it's
the way to
best.
go. I love it so much, man.
Yeah, it's the fucking best.
I remember I had so much fun bringing a switchblade on JSX and like making a little like Instagram video, like clicking it in my seat.
Well, you can do that?
I probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah, I think you should promote that. Can you actually do that?
Watch, I'll show up at JSX and they're gonna be like, "Nah, we can't have you on here anymore, buddy."
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, bro. I don't know what kind of knives you got on you.
But please don't do that. Jet Suite, I love you. I'll never bring. Yeah. Okay. So,
It makes going to Vegas so easy. Like
big time. Big time.
it's like 3 hours door to door for me, which is insane.
Yeah, and the Wi-Fi is so good on the plane.
Yeah, it's so good. Like I always, I'll get shit done on the way there, and then usually
Yeah.
I'll fly there morning of, fly back evening. Like if I'm playing the day club,
Dude,
I'll fly back the same day sometimes.
Amazing. So,
Yeah.
so were you living in Malibu when we went to your place last time? You weren't.
No, we were in Venice.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. So, dude, I didn't realize that you were a serious surfer. How long have you been surfing?
I wouldn't say I'm serious, but I've been surfing for like 11 years.
Wow. Okay.
Or no, longer than that, actually. I'm almost 35. So like since I was 22, basically.
I'm gonna go ahead and say surfing is something that you should not pick up in your 30s. Like I picked up surfing in my 30s, and like if you don't start like super, I would even say 22's too late for that. Like,
Oh, definitely too late. Yeah.
yeah, surfing is just a nightmare, dude. Like,
Yeah, I would say if you want to try surfing, go like in your 20s and 30s, you want to start, like go out and do it. But you have to be comfortable with the fact that if you get into it, you will never be good. Ever. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like you will always, like I'm just, I surf pretty often. I mean, not really anymore because I'm running more now, but like eventually I was like, it took me like 8 years to just realize I'll keep doing this and I'll enjoy it, but I will never be good. I will always feel like I don't know shit, and I'll always look like shit if I see footage of myself.
yeah,
Like if you just don't develop those motor skills when you're like 8,
right.
just don't, you're hopeless.
Right, for sure. I got into it thinking, okay, it's a nightmare, like the being trapped in the impact zone, like where you're trying to like go through waves to get out to the part where you catch it in. Like you're just trapped in there. It's a nightmare. It's so much exercise. And I was like, okay, I'm doing this for exercise because I just can't I can't bring myself to go to a gym. Like that just seems like pure hell to me. Like this is just exercise. And if I ever catch a wave, that's just icing on the cake.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing is like, I'm really scared still.
Sure.
After doing it for, 12, 13 years, whatever it's been, like, I still have that. Like, if I don't surf for like a couple months, then I develop that fear of like looking down the face of the wave and not being able to like pop up because you're like, oh, fuck, I'm going to just fall right to the
Sure.
bottom, like.
Over
And
the
it
falls.
takes a few sessions to like get through that, but it always comes back, and I'm just like a bitch in the water, honestly. Like I just,
Me too.
which makes you feel even worse. When you go for a session, you don't catch a single wave because you were just a pussy the whole time.
Yep.
And you're just like sitting in your car after like, I suck.
I'm very familiar with that feeling. I also didn't know that you were a diver.
Yeah.
So what? This was in school, like you're on
College.
the
And since I was 10.
and that was at Duke.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so I did it like competitively growing up, and then like I would, go to nationals and stuff like that. I did the Olympic trials in Canada. I think I came last, but like I competed in them.
and that's
So I was like
platform
and I got-
diving.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Platform diving.
No, I was the springboard diver.
So 3 meter and 1 meter.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so then I got recruited at Duke because of that. And I was on the team all 4 years, and then I retired when I graduated.
Dude, it's amazing, man. Like, diving is such a big part of my whole story. Like, I went to the University of Miami straight out of high school.
Okay.
And, I just screwed up so badly there, and I was like, dropped out and flunked out. And I was like, for years, just kind of a vagrant couch surfer on the campus of the University of Miami. And I was just determined to become a crazy famous stuntman. And I was like, oh, I'm going to jump off this, I'm going to jump off that. And the University of Miami dive team like took me under their wing and like taught me how to do like pretty clean backflips and you know like and I ended up like being gone for a while. I came back and I was showing them footage of me doing flips from 3-story building roofs into 4 feet of water. And they were
God.
And they were like, oh, like their reaction to like me doing these like shallow pool dives. Like I was like, man, if these guys are like so shocked and affected by this footage of them, then like, dude, then I'm onto something. It put They put so much wind in my sails, and it made me really believe, like, dude, I am gnarly. Like I'm gonna, like without them, without that whole dive community, I don't know that I would have had the optimism, the self belief.
Wow.
Yeah, it put a lot of wind in my sails.
That's crazy. So diving was potentially the reason.
Yeah, it was
You are.
It was a big piece of it. Like maybe you've heard of a diver named Brian Galuli.
No.
He would have been many years before you, but he taught me how to do a standing back tuck. Just a backflip standing on flat ground, and it was right around that time that I was getting into fire breathing. So as soon as I had a standing backflip, I figured out how to pour like rubbing alcohol all over my hand, light my hand on fire to use it as a torch. So as I tucked in my backflip midair, I was
my God,
simultaneously fire breathing like through a backflip, and that was like a signature move that like just like everything else, man, put wind in my sails.
Wasn't there a story about you diving or something and cracking your head open?
Yeah, but that was just not
Miami.
It wasn't.
That was not to do with diving.
It was.
I thought you fell off a balcony or something.
I 100% fell off a balcony.
Okay, yeah.
I broke.
Sorry if you've told this story a million times.
No, dude. Like remember. I haven't told it that much, and not in years. I broke my cheekbone, broke 7 teeth, 10 stitches in my chin, and a broken wrist.
And what happened again?
I was at a keg party on campus at the University of Miami, and I threw myself off a 2nd floor balcony, landed on my face on the ground below.
Why did you jump off?
I was trying to impress this chick, telling her like how rad I was.
Did it work?
No, it definitely did not work.
Can you imagine her being like, "That's so hot." How many broken teeth? That's so fucking hot.
Yeah, it. I mean, that one. I would have had to pick it up at a later date because I was I was out of commission for a little bit. Tell me about running 60 kilometers. What's that? 36 miles?
Yeah. 36 miles. That was so now so that was my first ultra marathon that I've done, and then since then I've done a 50 miler. That's like the most I've gone up to now. But yeah, it's hard, but I think the hardest thing I've ever done was the Ironman, the triathlon. And I think the ultra marathons are hard too, but I don't know, it's more like, I guess it's more enjoyable because you're out and it's like beautiful trail. Like most of them are out in the mountains. The 50 miler that I did was like in Malibu, up by Point Magoo basically. And it was like the whole time you just like ocean views. It's beautiful. And you're out there for like 12 hours and it's hard, but like it's really fun most of the time.
Man,
honestly.
I did a triathlon in Malibu. I'm trying to remember what it was called.
Oh, the Zuma one?
Perhaps, yeah. I've done 2 triathlons.
Okay, nice.
But like little baby ones.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you call it. If it's a half or I don't
There's a
know.
sprint,
Yeah, I did.
Olympic.
Yeah, I did a sprint here in Tennessee, and it was probably a sprint in Malibu as well.
Oh wait, you live in Tennessee now?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got out of there, man. I got out of
Yeah.
cut. It what
When'd you
what?
move?
Well, I got this place in September of 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, basically, very shortly after being notified that my insurance company would not renew my homeowner's policy because of the fire risk. Yeah, dude, there's just a lot of risk with fires in California. And there's a lot of risk everywhere in looking like a real loser if you've got an embarrassing bad habit. I think you know what I'm talking about, and I think that you might be ready to try Fume. This is a diffusive device that helps people drop bad habits by replacing it with a good habit. I love my Fume, and I'm not even trying to quit anything. I just love breathing my Fume because it flavors air, and I always have it on me. And you should always have yours on you if you're trying to ditch that bad habit. I think you know what I'm talking about. And if you're ready, then you're ready, man. It happens in an instant. Boom. You go to tryfume.com and use the promo code STEVO to get a free gift for a limited time if you jump on it now. And if you're like in need of quitting a bad habit, then you know it, and it's time to just do it. So, one more time, go to tryfume.com and use the promo code STEVO to get a free gift with your journey pack for a limited time. Drop that bad habit, and let's get back to it.
Yeah, my insurance policy renewal is coming up, and I'm not really looking forward to what's going to happen.
I was like, dude, if I can't insure my house for fires, then what's that going to do to the value of it?
Yeah.
You know, like, and it's just so crazy how it all works. Like, the inventory is so low, and like uninsurable homes, sure, like they just go up and up, and
Yeah.
then all these homes burn down, so there's less inventory, so the prices go up and up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's insane right now. Like driving down PCH, just nuts. Like they're starting to, they're starting to rebuild a little bit, and it's mostly clean now, but still, like driving through the Palisades, I did that like a week ago, and it's just like a complete desolate post-apocalyptic world still. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I was there a few months ago. I drove through the Palisades, man. That was
So sad.
so heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I traded in fires for tornadoes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But you got tornado insurance though, right?
I think that the tornadoes are insurable. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Good.
So yeah, it easy there. Were you always like this crazy about running? And what about your knees, dude? Are your knees shot?
I don't know. That's what everyone says, but like I've never had knee problems. Like my parents are both, my dad's in his 60s, my mom's almost 60. Not both of them have been doing it since I was, like 10, and both of them same thing. They're both like the healthiest people that age that I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the knee thing is a myth.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Do you have bad knees?
They're not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll feel it in my knees for sure if I'm running a lot.
Maybe I'm just like genetically lucky.
Yeah,
Got strong knees.
sounds like it, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I like watching my parents do this stuff growing up, like kind of just made me want to do it. And when I stopped diving, that's when I was like, okay, I need something to do to stay in shape. And both my parents were big like triathletes and runners. And so I was like, I guess I'll try this. And when I started, I couldn't even run a mile or like half a mile. I would get crazy shin splints. Just, like my cardio really sucked. And then I just kept doing it, kept going out and working at it. And then, now I doing a marathon in November, done 3 ultras, an Ironman. So yeah, it's like a big part of my life now.
I mean, dude, it's incredible. What's your diet like? Are you like super?
Pretty shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like to like food is like one of my biggest vices, and I find it really hard to stay away from shitty food.
Yeah, man, dude, tell me about it. Like, what about sugar? Are you a gnarly sugar guy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan.
It's amazing.
Like, I'm not super crazy about sugar. Like, I'm not like eating candy for breakfast or anything like that. But like, I like to have dessert. Like when I finish lunch and dinner, both meals, I'm like, I have that. Like,
Sure.
I'm not fully satisfied yet until I get something.
Like
I
I would describe that at the end of a normal meal, I basically turn into a werewolf and have to eat something sweet, or I'm gonna lose my mind.
Really.
Yeah.
So what do you
sure.
eat? Like ice cream?
Well, I've been good at dodging sugar for now over a year, so I've got like these like candy bars with negligible amounts of sugar.
Okay.
Yeah, like
What are they called?
there's different kinds, but my favorite are called Bear Bells.
Bear Bells. Okay.
Bear Bells, they're
Write that down.
dude, they're uncontrollably delicious. It is impossible to tell that
Isn't this just a protein bar?
it is.
Oh,
I-
nice.
I-
Okay, so you're getting a little protein too.
You know what, dude? I don't understand the protein thing. Like, I don't need so much protein. Like, and I don't understand the caffeine thing. What I want is like candy bars that don't have sugar, and I want delicious drinks that don't have sugar. Like my favorite like delicious drink is Ghost. You've got like the
Oh, okay. Like the Snapchat energy drink.
yeah, for sure, the Snapchat energy drink
It looks like the Snapchat logo, doesn't it?
yeah, and they've got branded flavors like Mega Sour Warheads, like watermelon flavor.
Yeah.
So
I know
it's
this
like
stuff.
it's like a soda that's like sour candy and like doesn't have sugar at all, and it tastes delicious. Give me that. I do not need 200 milligrams of caffeine. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't need or want it. But
Yeah.
but like I find myself drinking it all the time just because I want the it's like a treat.
It's like yeah.
And
Have
I
you
don't-
tried
and
the liquid death sodas?
Oh yeah. Well,
Like
no,
the
because
colas
that's got.
and like the
I'm all about liquid death, but but like that's too much sugar for me.
no, is it? They're like agave or whatever. There's like no sugar in them. Like they're like
Yeah.
5 calories.
Nah, a little more than that, I think.
Are they? Maybe you're right. But I like them. They're like they're
I-
like Coke and like
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper and stuff like that, but they're not nearly as many calories.
Yeah, dude.
I gotta try this ghost stuff. It sounds awesome.
It's pretty awesome, man. Like there was a point when I was really disgusted with the shape that I was in, like how much I weighed. I was just like, man, I'm not healthy, and I'm just not stoked. So I reached out to somebody who is like in a food program, like a 12-step like food program, and like I let them mentor me, and I was like all serious about it. And they said that the most important thing: no flour, no sugar.
Wait,
And-
what's a 12-step food program?
There's a couple of them. There's Overeaters Anonymous.
Okay.
There's Compulsive Eaters Anonymous.
Okay.
And they take like different approaches. The Compulsive Eaters Anonymous is like one food plan for everybody, no exceptions. Like no flour. Flour and sugar is considered a drug. Like they're considered drugs. We cannot have them. And no snacking. And the same diet plan for every 3 meals a day, and that's it. And I was like so good about that for, man, I don't know, like 10 months or something. I've hung on to the no flour, no sugar. I've got all these loopholes. With the low sugar candy bars and stuff. But but my caloric intake is just through the roof again. Like I'm
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like I've just basically put all the weight back on, and I'm pretty bummed about it. But yeah.
I find like, I don't know. Rules, I think generally are good to stick to. Or if you find one that works for you, Like no flour, no sugar. I do see like the argument that they're drugs because they do affect your mental state. But it also, like, if you just implement a rule like that for yourself, it basically at the end of the day just lowers your caloric intake, which is the most important thing.
Yep.
Like, and so right now I'm doing, like, basically my weight is the biggest thing in terms of how I perform in my races. So like in February, I did the LA Marathon, and I have no problem showing up to training. Like, I'm really good at it. I actually look forward to it, right? Like, doing a hard workout is really rewarding. I like it. It's like a good escape from everything else going on, like work and whatnot. So I'm good at that, but like, I'm really not good at the thing. I'm not good at is like having a good diet. So like, I'll be, heavier than I need to be. And like, if you go out for a run, you're trying to hit a speed or a time or whatever, if you're carrying around an extra 5 to 10 pounds, like that's a shit ton, right? It's like it's like taking out a 5 pound or a 5 pound dumbbell or whatever from the gym and going for a run. Like, you're going to be way slower than, you would be if you put it down. So for the LA Marathon, I just basically, like, for, 3 to 4 weeks before the race, I just didn't snack. And then I ate 2 meals a day. Like, I would eat before I ran, so like oatmeal or something. And then I would run, and then I would wait till lunch, and then I would eat dinner. And I wasn't, like, that was basically it. And then I just didn't snack. And I lost like 8 pounds in like 3 weeks or something like that.
Yeah. Snacking is the...
And I nailed my time. And I was like, God, this is the big... Like, if I could just find one of these that works every day, no matter what month or time of year it is, like, I would just be a way better athlete. But I fall out of it. And then I'm really good about it, and then I fall out. It's just, I don't know if balance is just a thing for me in general. Like, I feel like I just have a sort of an addictive personality in that way where I'm like, I'm all in or I'm sort of all out,
Big time.
Yeah.
Moderation is not, like, I'm just not capable of it. But there's a minute there I was trying, I was actually doing intermittent fasting. Meaning simply you don't eat before 2 p.m. or after 7 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done that too in the past. And that's kind of like
super helpful.
Yeah.
Miserable.
Again, like, at the end of the day, all that's doing is, people talk about like the health benefits of intermittent fasting and metabolism and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, all it is just removing one meal. So you're having a third less calories than you normally have.
Yep, I guess. And you're like ripping your hair out at night.
Yeah. Dude, I used to do it. Yeah, like my window was 12 to 8, I think. Is it 8 hours of feeding time or?
2 to 7 is like 5 hours.
5 hours. Okay, yeah, maybe it was 12 to 5.
Maybe that's more aggressive. Like, there's different approaches.
It was always in the morning when I would get to work and I'd be like, oh my God. And then you drink like a black coffee on an empty stomach and you're just like jittering. I just would just count the minutes until lunch. I don't know if it was mentally the healthiest thing for me, to be honest, but it definitely worked. I got in really good shape.
Yeah, dude, for sure. So like, how's it like with YouTube? Are you like super consistent all the time for like the longest time?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have a really awesome team. They make it really easy for me to sit down and film videos. So, yeah, like I post 3 times a week, every single week.
For how long?
On my second channel. What?
For how long?
What do you mean?
How long have you been keeping that streak alive?
Oh, years.
Wow, hearing him talk about that streak is intimidating. But I'll tell you what's not intimidating is me keeping up my streak in the bedroom. That's right. I'm in my 50s and I'm on a tear in the bedroom because I get a little bit of help from Blue Chew. That's how it works. If you want to perform at your absolute best, maybe you're in your 50s, maybe there's some other reason why you could use a little bit of help in the bedroom. You know what? The help is there. It's called Blue Chew tablets. And if you go to bluechew.com and use the promo code Stevo, then by all means, enjoy an entire month's supply absolutely for free. All you got to pay is $5 for shipping. If you've been thinking about trying out a little help in the bedroom, then now might be the time. So go to bluechew.com and use the promo code steveo. It might help you have better sex. And that's a good thing. So let's ride this baby home, and I love you. Dude, insane.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, like I have, basically most of it is done for me now. Like my only job is to really sit down and make the video as funny as I possibly can. I think like my team, we've been making videos together for so long now. They know exactly what I like to, react to, what I like to commentate on. And so they kind of curate videos that are, really suited to me. And I think we're all just kind of aligned on videos, so they're easy. I mean, it's still like somewhat exhausting, definitely. Like especially as I get older, it's like it's way harder to sit down and be funny for an hour. Or try to be funny for an hour, I should say. Like I'm fucking wiped after I film a video and I have to nap every single day.
Yeah.
Or even this, I'll probably nap right after this too.
Sure. My guy Daniel.
Do you feel that way, or are you like more? Because I feel like a part of it is because I'm maybe introverted, so like talking and socializing is like really fucks with my like internal battery.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know.
Like that or no?
I don't relate to that, but there's certain things just about like I don't know, like responsibility. You know what? I'm easy with this. What I struggle with is keeping up with emails and texts.
Yeah.
It's so much. I don't know how that got so difficult for me, but my email box just is a black cloud that just looms over my head at all times. I'm just like, with the emails and texts piling up.
Yeah, that's the word. I do that same thing. Such a bad texter. I really am, and people are like, "There's no such thing as a bad texter," and I'm like, I legitimately am. Like I get really anxious when I look at my text list, and I know I have to send a text back to somebody.
Yeah.
It's I don't know why. I'm just like, oh God, I don't want to do this right now, because then I'm going to have to like form a response, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just shitty.
Yeah, my worst thing I hate the most is my birthday, because there's so many texts.
But I don't think there's any obligation to respond to texts on your birthday, right?
I mean,
people send them with like the idea this is pretty one-sided. I don't think I'm going to get a response,
Man, I don't know. I feel like a bad person if I don't respond, but it'll just take me forever. Yeah. It'll take me forever to respond, and so I just like it's this black cloud.
Yeah.
But yeah, here, what a shitty guy I am, because I've got my guy Daniel here. Daniel's my animal caretaker here at my ranch.
Nice.
Takes care of all of our animals, and he has spent the last 24 hours roughly just doing a deep dive into your content.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
I'm Daniel, aka Silent Bob.
Okay, and, nice to meet you.
I want to. Can we go back to the tomatoes in your fridge?
Sure.
What did AI have you whip up with those, man? I just been wondering that the whole time.
Tomato soup or something, and I was like, nah, that would make sense. I feel like AI. Like the more I use it, just the dumber I get, because the more my brain knows that I can just outsource any thinking to it, So I tried not to use it a lot. Like I'm sort of resisting it now, I feel like, because I don't want my brain to just completely go to mush just yet.
What's your go-to junk food? Like, what's something that you have to avoid but you can't?
Donuts. Any sort of pastry, any sort of baked good, that's my thing. I love baking too, so.
Oh wow.
I love to do it. I love to eat it. Donuts are probably my kryptonite, I would say.
What flavor?
Dude, the best donut in the world, in my opinion, is at Tim Hortons, and it's called a honey cruller. It's the best donut on planet Earth. So whenever I'm home in Canada, I'll go straight to Tim Hortons. I'll get a farmer's wrap because those things, they slap. And then I'll get a honey cruller or honey cruller. I don't know how you say it, but it's insane. It's the one that looks like a tractor wheel.
Yeah, it sounds good. I've never had. Have you had one?
I'm familiar. Where
They just melt in your mouth. It's just perfect.
Where in Canada?
I'm from Calgary.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Canada. I'm getting ready.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to go there too. I've got a huge Canada tour, September and October.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
You're going to Calgary?
I will be in Calgary.
What venue are you playing?
Is it the River Cree Casino? Does that sound right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's epic, man. Canada's, I've got a Canadian passport too.
Wait, what?
Yep. I've got 3 passports because I was born in England. My mom was born in Canada. My dad was born in the States. So
Damn, that's perfect.
yeah,
The ideal setup.
yeah. So how often do you go back to Calgary?
Like twice a year. Like for the holidays, and then like last year we went for the Stampede because I got booked to play. Like the Stampede is the festival in July. It's like the biggest thing in Calgary. It's like the only reason why anyone's heard of Calgary pretty much is the Stampede. And the Stampede is like as big as ever now. It's like the Stampede is a rodeo traditionally, and then like a carnival, and now it's like 3 different music festivals going on at the same time as well. So last year I got booked to play the Stampede for the first time, which was perfect because like I could come home, my parents watch our son, we go out, I play a show, it's like awesome. And then this year I got booked again, so we were back there. So I'm hoping I can just get booked there every year for July, and then we can like make that a tradition where we come back for the Stampede every year.
Dude, amazing. How's married life?
It's the best. Yeah, it's great. Zero complaints. Like it's been awesome. I mean, obviously having a kid comes with its own challenges for sure, but that's also been just an absolute blessing. Like it's like the best thing ever.
Any plans to have another kid?
Yeah, we're definitely planning on it. Just a matter of timing and stuff like that. And I don't know. It already, like we've heard 2 just raises the complexity by 5,000%. So like everyone that had 1 kid and then now has 2 is like 1 kid is like parenting on easy mode. 2 is just beyond like it's so hard. So that kind of scares us, but at the same time, I think it'll be fun.
I wonder. I mean, it doesn't feel that way with pets. Like that's all I know. I know that like if I have I feel like having 1 dog would be hard on my conscience. Like I would want the dog to have like a companion.
Yeah, dude, that's.
I don't ever want to have one of any kind of animal.
Yeah, I know. I do kind of feel bad for my dog sometimes because he just doesn't understand our kid at all.
What kind of dog you got?
I can tell he's like, what the fuck is this thing that you brought? My life just got worse as soon as this thing came through the door, and like, I just feel bad for him because it's like it's not like we treat him like shit. It's just like he got all of our attention before, He's a little golden doodle. He's like yay big.
Amazing.
And now he's like getting kind of chubby because he eats all the food that our kid drops on the ground. He's like just kind of getting older and fat, and I just feel bad for him. But he still lives a good life. It's just, I don't know.
I've got my dog Wendy, who I'm sure you met. Wendy's getting fat and old, and she's starting to slow down, man. It's dude, are you seeing that, Daniel?
I am seeing this. Yes, she's
Like,
starting to slow down. I'm trying to. We used to go for 30-minute walks. Now she hits the 10-minute mark. She wants to stop, but I keep her going another 5 to 10 minutes. She really struggles, but she's happy doing it. But she's struggling for sure.
It's a tough one.
The thing is, like Chili, my dog doesn't walk. He like refuses. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do to like have him lose weight. You know, I'm trying to get him. I got to get him exercising or something a little bit. But he just runs around the living room. That's all he does.
Wendy was getting fatter and fatter. I'm like, Daniel, we've got to feed Wendy less. She's like, this is bad. So like we start reducing her meals, and she's just still fat. Like so, we reduce her meals, but still fat. And then we find her like just crunching and scarfing like an entire squirrel, like eats the entire thing whole. Like and
Holy fuck!
Our theory is that our ranch cat is killing animals and feeding them to Wendy.
Dude, we have a ranch cat. If you ever come visit the ranch, you're gonna love this cat, dude. His name is Rocky, and he's like a little tiger, bro. He's just
that's awesome.
He's leaping all over the place, killing rabbits, squirrels. He killed one of those, like, I don't know what you call them, those bugs.
Chipmunk?
Some chipmunks for sure. But he killed like one of those beetle things. I don't know.
Cicada?
I think yeah. He just ate one. He just saw it buzzing around and ate it.
That's metal.
But
he's very, very metal.
But that squirrel that Wendy turned inside out, she like basically turned the meat of the squirrel inside out. And it kind of looked like a juicy kebab.
It looked like, what do you call it, a prolapse.
That's really funny.
Okay, so come on, you did all this research.
Wait, what other animals do you have? Hold on, like which ones do you take care of on the ranch?
We got 4 goats, 2 pigs, 2 dogs, and 3 cats.
Damn, that's awesome. We have stables here, but no horses. But we do have chickens.
Oh, wow, that's great. We got to get chickens, man.
Yeah, we're talking about getting chickens.
Yeah, get chickens. They're awesome.
See, here's the thing, too. I've got 44 acres here in Tennessee.
Holy fuck.
A huge property. And the whole purpose all along was to get this property to open up an animal sanctuary.
Oh, wow.
We haven't launched like publicly, like, you know, the website's not live yet, but imminently we're going to launch because we're now an official 501c3 nonprofit animal sanctuary.
That's awesome.
That's why I've been giving the tattoos on the road. I say I'm giving tattoos for charity, but because we haven't like publicly launched, like you know, the charity is my animal sanctuary.
Gotcha.
And so yeah, we just need to raise a bunch of money to get all kinds of fencing and just all kinds of animals. We need cows, donkeys, chickens, and that's immediately we need them.
Yeah.
The
dude.
the next thing. I'm sorry, go ahead, Cody.
I was gonna say I once with my best friend, his uncle lived at an exotic animal sanctuary, which also was a cult.
Oh my God.
In Oregon. And we took a road trip up there one time, or we were driving up from LA to like Montana or something, or maybe Calgary actually. So we stopped in Oregon on the way, and he was like, yeah, my uncle is like lives at this fucking crazy ass place. Like we should just go stay there. And I was like, all right, sounds a little sketchy, but let's do it. And like they had lions, they had tigers.
Yeah, I can't do that.
There was a black leopard that shared the wall to where we stayed. We heard it like just parading back and forth, kind of stalking us like through the wall as we were trying to sleep. They had a cage like in their kitchen. They had it was a cage, but it was in their kitchen with like a chimpanzee or something. Like, so I don't know if any of this was like legal, because also, as I said, the place was a cult. It was actually like really crazy. They started talking to us about like how these animals were like reincarnated as like the woman who runs the place, and they had like portraits of her everywhere. It was very bizarre. But yeah, that's like my only experience with an animal sanctuary.
Yeah.
So I don't know if those are your plans to like start a cult or something like that. But
no interest in exotic animals. I just want to have farm animals. and I had like no interest in like eating the animals or anything like that. Like just purely like to rescue animals, give them a good life, and hope that doing so and facilitating interaction with people will cultivate compassion for animals.
That's great.
That's the big vision.
So are you vegetarian?
I am pescatarian.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I have not eaten any meat other than seafood for 17 years now.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah. And I've gone back and forth at times being like completely vegan, but then like back on fish, like
Yeah.
yeah. So pescatarian is where I'm at.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the the next thing that we want to do is rescue cows from slaughter, right? Like, is that still on the?
Well, here's the thing with that is that it's very, very tricky, and in like the animal activism community, a big ass no to exchange money for animals, like as
really?
a sanctuary. Like not cool to do that because effectively like that means that you're like providing financial support to the very
that makes sense.
the very industry that like you're
Yeah,
trying to like. So
that makes sense.
like the goal is, and we're very serious about it, to never exchange money for a rescue, just purely.
But you got to go out there and kidnap them.
That would be fun and interesting, but I've heard about there are situations where cows, mother cows, will reject their calves,
Okay.
and in a situation like that, like the mother's rejected the baby, so we can like legitimately rescue the baby. They just all have to be legitimate rescues, and that means. Like we get them as they come, but I really, it's important to me that our cows be baby cows when we rescue them, because I want them to grow up with human interaction so that they're just more ideal to interact with people.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I can't wait to do that.
and then I want to get. I know you love this, like rescuing donkeys. I want to have a whole cast of jackasses.
That's good.
And yes, we need one.
good.
We need one miniature donkey.
Yeah, you do. For sure.
Yeah.
Because of Wee Man?
Yep. His name will be Wee Man.
Cody, in my 24-hour dive, I think my favorite video that you did, I think it was recent. It was like the ultimate backfire. This guy works at a restaurant. He's like trying to get his coworkers to like him. And so he buys everybody a lottery ticket. And then one person wins, I think, $5,000. And he starts just shouting, and then he quits his job. And then
Wait, what video was this in?
this was, man, you were telling like, it was like a collage of stories you were reading.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was one of them. And
He said that you accept like fan mail, like people would tell you, and that you relate the story to your audience. Is that right?
it was something like that. I don't know exactly how you get the stories, but you're reading like the craziest stories people would send you or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
a boss bought lottery tickets for his staff. One of the guys wins and quits.
All right, I think it was just a regular employee, like trying to get all his coworkers to like him. And the one person won, I think it was a cook. He won $5,000. He quit, and everybody else who got a lottery ticket, they didn't win anything, and it created like an awkward vibe. Do you remember which one I'm talking about?
Dude, that was like, I think I do, but I filmed so many of these now. I'm like, they just erase from my memory as soon as I'm done.
Well,
that's filming. But it sounds like a Reddit post that I was reading probably, because I do like a lot of videos like either like confessions or like am I the asshole type thing, where I'm like reading posts from other people being like, am I the asshole like for quitting my job after I just won $5,000?
Yeah.
And I'm usually either agreeing or disagreeing.
I had a feeling that you get overwhelmed with these stories, which is why I wanted to ask you if you have one that stands out, like one that's either just disturbing or like funny. Is there one story that kind of stuck with you?
Damn, that's a good question. Honestly, no. That's such a bad answer.
It sounds like you've got like a real a repeatable format that's working very well for you. And it makes
Rick leaves an impression on me, clearly.
I'm very jealous that you've got like this easy to repeat format of just endless amounts of content, because for me content has just traditionally been so hard to come by. You know,
I get it.
For me to muster up a video is so much, and I'm you bastard.
Yeah. I just watched the one where you like got kicked in the nuts, like in midair, or whatever. I'm like, yeah, it's like that's definitely a challenge having to one up those videos, like, you know, every time you want to post. But I will say, like, so I do like, you know, the formula, I guess, and like the little like sort of content factory we got going on is mostly for the second channel. And then like I do try to do like bigger, more thought out stuff. Like, I don't know, like
becoming
a DJ,
a DJ
video is an example of that, for example. Like, what'd you say?
Yeah, like becoming a DJ.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's an idea that I had for like months. I have another one where I want to bike to Vegas, like road bike to Vegas to play a set. And I want to like bike directly to my set and then play and be the only person to bike from LA to Vegas and play a DJ set at the Win. Like something like that. And then and I just did another one. You can tell me if this is the stupidest, most out of touch thing you've ever heard, but I like this guy on YouTube. His name's Killdozer. He does videos like they're like food challenge videos. So he'll for a week he'll only eat food from Home Depot, or for a week he'll only eat food with Red 40 in it, or he'll only eat food that's pink.
Red 40 sounds like it's not good for you.
yeah, that one's really funny. Honestly, everyone's like when I react to his videos on my channel sometimes, and I'm like, dude, you're just getting cancer. Like that's all you're doing for a week. You're just cancer maxing for a week.
Yeah.
So anyways, I watched his videos on my channel, and I think the first time I was watching it, I was like, I want to fucking do one of these. What's a funny version that I could do? And as a dumb idea, I was like, what if I only ate Michelin-starred food for a week? And everyone in the comments was like, you should actually try that. So last week I did it. It was probably the most expensive video I've ever filmed. But for 7 days, I only ate Michelin-starred food. That's the only calories I put in my body, where it had to have been Michelin-starred. So like, and I was like, you know, marathon training at the same time. I went out for an 18-mile run and ate rice and beans that I saved from a restaurant 2 days before, because I wanted to do this.
Wow.
And we also went out to like the nicest restaurants in the world, pretty much. Like, it was crazy, but yeah, I don't know.
That so defeats the purpose to eat leftovers from Michelin stars.
I know. It's really, that's what I mean. I'm like, I don't know if this video is just too like egregiously out of touch and like
tone deaf.
Tone deaf, exactly. It's like, it's pretty fucking tone deaf, but at the same time, it's funny. Like, I threw up after the run because I had to run 18 miles. And I was only eating rice and beans during the run, and then afterwards I threw up because I'm like, normally I'm like having energy gels and shit that's like easy to digest, you know?
Right.
And I'm eating these like spiced beans from this 1-star Michelin restaurant. I don't know.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I try to do like some, you know, like higher concept stuff every now and then.
That's fantastic. How long is it going to take to ride a bicycle to Vegas? I'm thinking it's a 4-hour drive by car. If you're averaging 80 miles an hour, then that means that, like, what do you average on a bicycle? Like 20 miles an hour? Like maybe 15?
I think to Vegas it's what, 200 miles? 220 miles or something like that. So you could potentially do that. I think you have to do it in 2 days. So you could do like 100 miles the first day and then 100 miles and change the second day. So you'd probably have to, you know, like get a motel or whatever and sleep on the way. And But yeah, it would be like 2 straight days of biking, basically.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. So I don't know.
One time I made a
Fun or
video.
not.
I made a video trying to bike from LA to San Diego.
Oh yeah.
And I did 60 miles in the first day, and I had like a tent, the whole deal. Like, what do you call that? Like bike camping or like bike packing? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bike packing. So I had like just the whole deal, and it was gnarly, man.
Yeah.
And the video didn't even perform well.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it didn't even do great. I killed myself for that damn video.
Did you enjoy it though? I feel like that would have been fun.
It was a cool experience, but I wish that I had like kind of worked up to it a little bit more. You know, like I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and like I just wasn't like in that great a shape. So like the 60 miles in the one day, like it brutalized me. Whereas if I had like been more strategic about preparing for it, so that I was conditioned to do it, would have been more enjoyable, and I would have done better. But whatever.
My dad and I were actually going to run that from LA to San Diego, and then I got COVID, so we had to not do it. But
that's
it was
100 miles.
What'd you say?
That's for sure 100 miles from LA to San Diego.
I think it's a little bit. I think it's like 130 or something.
Oof.
So it would have been like 4 days straight of running, like an ultra marathon every day, pretty much.
An ultra marathon every day, dude. You're out of your mind, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seriously,
I just I don't know. I like doing this stuff.
It's dude, it's outrageous. How are you doing with merch? You've always been pretty prolific with that, right?
Man, I haven't done merch in a long time, but I'm working on something now that I think is funny and kind of cool. So we'll see. How's your merch doing?
You know, dude, like I just stopped being a big shill. You know, like it like all it took was just like a handful of comments I saw of people being like, "Oh, dude, fuck," you know, and I'm like, "Yeah, all right." I'm kind of like,
you're like, fair enough. I'll take a step back.
Yeah, like trying to beat up my audience for money, like it's something that I got a little carried away with. So.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah, so I just kind of took a step back from that. Like I took a step back from a bunch of stuff, man. Like. And I think it's just been very good for my mental health. And now, I'm in. I feel like I'm in a really good place. You know,
it probably helps, like being in Tennessee, having a ranch, like kind of feeling like you're out of the rat race of LA a little bit. You know,
for sure. Even though I spend so much of my time on tour, like for many months now, arguably like the last entire year, my primary focus has been on. Like getting my live show into stellar shape, and and I think that's what, like right now I'm on tour doing this show. It's called Crash and Burn, and I've got the show in such stellar shape that I just feel very proud of everywhere that I go to bring it. You know, I feel like I'm doing like super solid by my audience. Like anybody buys a ticket to my show, like I know that I'm bringing them fire, and so I feel really good about it. I feel super good about going out on the road, and feel super good.
Where do you work the material? Like, do you go to like clubs and stuff like that as you're developing it?
Yeah, I did a bunch of comedy clubs developing it, and just kind of work it out on the road. Like with this show, I started touring like for the show like a little bit too soon, a lot too soon, and I kind of regret that, but that's just how I put the show together, and and now it's all worked out and it's in great shape. So that's been my main focus. This is the first podcast that I've recorded. It'll be my first podcast I put up in like close to 3 months, I think.
Wow.
So
Damn.
my triumphant return is with the great Cody Co.
Thanks for having me on for the return. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, I love it, man. And you know, it's easy. I could have been doing it the whole time. You see, like set up a computer, it's pretty easy to do it remotely. But I just didn't want to, and now I'm ready to do it again.
Yep.
But yeah,
I feel that. I definitely feel that.
yeah. But dude, I'm inspired, man, by the DJ career.
Yeah,
and,
seriously.
And the
If you ever want to come out to a show,
I would love
let me
it.
know. And then I'll teach you how to DJ, and then you can start doing it in your 50s.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, that'd be great.
I mean, dude, how old was Shaq when he started? Right? Like,
Yeah, dude. And yeah, he's killing it. He's like, I think he has a quote about it where he was like, it's the only thing that gives me the same feeling as, you know, playing a finals game in the NBA.
wow.
And it's like, that's kind of why I love doing it too, because it's like a lot of pressure. It's, you know, you have a good, like, it is DJing, so it's definitely like easier than other like live art forms, but you know, it's still, if you're like a performer, like I think I might be, I don't know. I care a lot about the show, and like I'm there, that's my DJ booth. I'm there practicing in here alone for hours and hours and hours, sweating in here, just fist pumping just by myself. It's really embarrassing actually. But I do it because I want to get up there. I want to have a good show for, you know, however many people show up, whether it's 2 or whether it's, you know, 50 or 100, whatever. So I take it really seriously. And when a show goes well, it is like really fulfilling. Like it feels really good. You know, you're like, fuck, my work paid off, you know?
What do you mean whether it's 2 or 50 or 100? Are you talking thousands?
No, I'm talking like, dude, sometimes I play Encore Beach Club on a Friday and it's like an off weekend in Vegas and like nobody's there. Like you just got to play for like 2 people sometimes, you know?
Wow.
But it's not always like that. It's also, you know, sometimes I open for Dylan, for example. So like people are obviously there to see him. It'll be packed for his set. For my set, it'll be kind of empty, which I'm totally fine with. Like literally, there's people, you know, at the tables and there's people in the pool and stuff like that. There's people listening to the music. It's just not like a packed dance floor of people going like this, you know, which is fine. Like I'm down to play anything.
What's the most people you've DJ'd for?
That's a good question. It was probably last year at the Stampede. Oh, no, actually, no. It was last year or the year before. I played, I think it was Cal State Fullerton. And like I got the gig, you know, my agent was like, hey, do you want to play the show? I was like, yeah. I thought it was like a club that was in, you know, around the college or whatever. Turns out it was like their last day of classes, like music festival. So it was an outdoor stage with a DJ booth, and like I think they said it was like 2,000 people or something, and it was like packed, or maybe more than that. I don't know, but if I showed you a video of this, like it looks like I'm playing a music festival. It's fucking insane, and I was totally unprepared. Like I thought I was playing a club. I thought I could kind of just wing it, and I get up there, and it's just like, you know, like thousands of people looking at me, just like, all right, play a good set. And I was like, I don't even really have anything. So I just kind of freeballed it for an hour. And I don't know if people liked it or not, but yeah, that's the most amount of people I played for.
Dude, epic, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
So you got your shit just like on cruise control, it sounds like, you know, like just steadily fucking cranking out all your content. Fucking doing your deal,
Killing it.
Killing it.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm killing it, but I'm definitely. I don't know. I'm having fun. I'm trying to spend as much time with my kid as I can. Trying to still make some money and you know, hit some goals along the way. That's kind of.
Tell me about golf, dude. I just golfed my first round of my life.
No way, really?
Yeah.
What you do?
Dude, what I do? 9 holes, 66 strokes.
Hell yeah. That's about what I do. That's honestly what I hit. So
I mean, that's the thing is that here on my ranch in Tennessee, I've got just like fucking open fields. So I was yeah, I bought a golf club.
Of course.
Yeah, I bought a golf club to just fucking come on, you know, and
yeah.
I started just kind of getting better at whacking golf balls. Like, by the time I did it like 5 times, I was like getting pretty proficient at whacking that thing like far as fuck. And I was like, I think it's time for me to check out a
To
course.
graduate to a course.
Yeah. How often are you golfing?
Not that often. I only golf now probably like a few times a year, I would say. So
Oh,
like not
wow.
often at all. But like I bought a set of like nice clubs because I thought I would get more into it. I got lessons one time and then I just fucking suck. And it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't have the enthusiasm for it. So I'm like, there's no point. I'm not going to get good. I like going out and playing with friends and, drinking a couple beers and whatever. But I've come to terms now with the fact that I'll probably just never be good. Like, I'll never be able to use a driver.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't even take it out of my bag when I play because I just know the ball is going right into the houses along the course or whatever,
Man, it's so funny that like if we got together, we could surf, we could golf. I wouldn't even like
Ultra marathon.
I probably wouldn't even bother trying to run. Maybe cycle. But it's like so much. I feel like there's just a lot of overlap in our
Yeah,
interests.
no, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it, man. And
Yeah.
parenting, I will leave to you. I'll stick with all the animals and leave you with the humans. But yeah, dude,
That's fair.
it's great to. I'm wondering what the hell we talked about the last time we got together because
Yeah, probably all the same shit, honestly. It's just maybe not parenting because I wasn't a parent yet.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm curious, man. But either way, dude, like the DJing's wildly impressive. The consistency with YouTube is just totally intimidating to me. But yeah, congrats on
Thanks,
everything, dude.
Dude, it's an honor to be on here again. I'm a huge fan of you, so I really appreciate it. And
Well,
it's always
dude.
great catching up. And
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for everything.
yeah,
And
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being my triumphant return to the podcast game.
No problem.
And Cody, one last thing for me. You're a big Liquid Death fan, so am I.
Yeah, bro.
You got to try this new flavor, dude. It's called Fruity Pebbles.
Okay, I'll definitely
And
do that. I might have that in my fridge right now, so I'm gonna go get one.
Oh, really?
Is it
I'm
called
gonna look.
serial
Yeah.
killer or something?
That shit is that one of the sodas?
Serial Criminal.
Serial criminal.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's a Fruity Pebbles collab.
Oh my god.
A
Yeah, I'm
limited-
definitely gonna try that
A
for
limited
sure.
edition Fruity
It
Pebbles.
ta-
Killing it, man, I love that brand.
Yeah, me too, man.
It tastes exactly like Fruity Pebbles.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, right on, brother. Well, let's get back to your day. And sorry for the debacle at the beginning.
No,
man.
it's
That
all
was-
good. It's all good. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Nice
like,
chatting again.
should we throw out any promos for anything?
Oh,
Yeah.
Can I promo my oats real quick?
yeah, please.
Oh, there you
dude.
go.
I made
Let's,
some instant oatmeal. It's called Co's Oats. There's 3 flavors: blueberry muffin, pancakes and syrup, and salted chocolate chip cookie are the 3 flavors.
Dude, I'll
So
throw
it's
that
like
in the
this
intro.
normal. What'd you say?
I'll throw that in the intro. Please remind me,
I will.
Cody.
Yeah, whatever.
Co's,
You don't have
Co's
to.
Oats.
Yeah, whatever you want to do with it.
Dude, I love
I'll-
it, man. I like to consider that, that it's worth it. That's
Yeah.
it's what you're doing,
Oh.
dude. It's a big deal. We'll let
Wait,
people
what'd
know.
you say? You
It's,
broke up.
I don't want you to have spent all this time and then the very last thing, like, let's make it worth your while. And, like,
Okay, yeah, no, I
you
appreciate
know,
that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's,
no, I like to, I guess I'm being a little too nonchalant about it, but yeah, we did work hard on it, and I really do enjoy the product. Basically, like when I was training for Ironman, I was documenting the whole thing. I was vlogging, yeah, because I'd never done a triathlon before, so I was like starting from scratch basically. Besides like my running experience, and I documented the whole thing. And along the way, I was eating oats every single morning, and the joke became that they were called badotes because I just never figured them out. I just never knew how to make good ones. So finally, when I was considering I was considering like trying to do a product in the active space because I'm just like, I'm really passionate about it. And I think it would be a fun project, right? Like how fulfilling would it be to put out a product that people actually resonate with and decide to buy. I think that's a pretty cool achievement. So I was just like trying to figure it out. And then eventually I just was like, the oatmeal category seems like it's been pretty much the same for like decades and decades. Maybe it's just because, you know, oatmeal is a cheap product and people like the stuff that they've been eating for so long. But I was like, maybe there's some room for some fun branding and some fun flavors. So that's what we did. And yeah, you can go to cozoats.com if you want to try them. There's like a bundle where you can get all 3 flavors if you want. And I will say the flavors are fucking phenomenal. They're really good. I eat them before like almost every run now.
Dude, epic, man. I'm stoked to try it.
Yeah. No, I'll send you some.
Dude, I love it. And again, remind me to put that in the intro.
Oh, well.
And yeah, give my best to your family, bro. And thank you for your time.
Do. You too.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Cody.
Hell yeah,
you
dude.
too. Thanks, guys.
Right on, man. And there you have it, folks. The first podcast in a while. And I'm not even going to worry about it, man. Like, I had a great time talking to Cody Co. That's all that matters. That's what podcasts are supposed to be. People enjoying themselves, having a conversation. Yep. And, man, I'm enjoying having Wendy on my lap right now. God, I love this dog so much. So, try Holly dog food, man. Make your dog maybe live a little longer. And that's it. Love you guys.